Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Well, this is Mobien. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. Inyamadika yabika kwa namno wao. Hey, anamekele maduche mefo. Mwanemo, it's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Just sing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. When I sing along, holy, 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 is another Savior. Getting it right and getting it faster now. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, holy, getting it right, faster, never freedom. Is another Savior. Never freedom. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Well, this is Mobien. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. Inyamadika yabika kwa namno wao. Hey, anamekele maduche mefo.
Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is becoming richer. At the verse. Because people say for my country, for Nigeria, the easiest way to make money, to become a millionaire legally, is when DSS try to mess with you. No, not just, DSS, they mess up with all these Yahoo boys, innocent use all this. When DSS decided to either rendition you or kidnap you, whatever they decide to put down, You become a millionaire while you are in jail. That's what me I see this story where they come up today. Anyway, I hello everyone. Good morning. My worry people. Migwa. Today we'll talk about I think me arguably is the star boy at the moment because why I believe in that the guy be the star boy of the moment, not Obi, because he's back. The man just put down simple. Nnamdi Kanu is back. If you remember, 2, 3 years ago, the guy they make headline every freaking day. Excuse my foreign language. Every day, the guy they say wanting, order wanting, otherwise, always making headline. Then DSS, show and say themselves, they get their own ways of doing things. Then that headline begin to cease, going from daily to weekly, monthly, then maybe once in 3 months. But let's say the guy is back again now because he has gone from weekly now to maybe every other day. Now they hear Nnamdi Kanu news. So that's why I got on that title. I know go stop there. Nnamdi Kanu go keep coming on until you know we come to term with what the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years of his life will be. Either they go still hold him there or they go free him. Until then, I think he could top the news. And that's I don't know how the obedience are going to how they go to accept the coming back of the one and only Nnamdi Kanu. But maybe Nami they see him differently. Nami they see him that way, obviously. But let's go to what do we get about Nnamdi Kanu today. But before that, let me say once again, welcome to the only show on YouTube that will challenge you, we go inform you, but most importantly, we'll go educate you, whether you like it or not. You are welcome. Tap on the link they the screen. If you click on may you enter more of mind. Or jump on the comment section. It happen for there too. But if you want really have fun, if you want believe that idea where you get why you dey chop jollof rice. Talking of jollof rice, we are coming to jollof rice today too. That idea where you get where that jollof rice hit you well, that idea where they believe in that the only solution for policies be that for Nigeria be that. Bring and come. Go challenge them. You go see him, man. You just start. Yes. Before I forget, thank you to those everybody who has been we don't contribute via Cash App, buy a coffee, the YouTube, the $ YouTube with by subscription. However you then fit to support our show. We are saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yes, today we will talk about Nnamdi Kanu court in Umar here. Don't get tell and say the federal government say make them carry and go back to Kenya. Exactly what you then talk with that. Make them return her back to Kenya. And the same court say for all the stress we they give the guys so we they drop 500 million for your account. Now that part I mean not understand. People in Nigeria they hustle legally, they never become millionaire. My guy where they call Nigeria Zoo. You see me they give her $500. At the verse, I am vexing. Let me bring our guests today to see if they see the same opinion, if they're diverse like me. We have no other person than Ajalin Koko. Foley, we remember Foley. Foley is for those who see Foley for the first time. Foley na chairman of AAC, yes, ALC. AAC na Showore party is the presidential candidate of AAC. So from Ekiti State, he's representing. He's the chairman of Ekiti AAC branch. So, welcome, Foley. Ajali Koko. Okay, maybe you're not, Ajali Koko is not ready. Fully agree to.
What is of here?
Okay. Agree. Good morning, sir.
What do you talk of here?
I
How
say
you
you did
there?
ready.
Of here?
Your background, they kind of busy, noisy somehow. Your background. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm driving. Yeah, yeah. What's going on? How you there?
Oh, okay. I did
How
find.
body?
Are you? What did they can't pay? You did ready to talk or
Who did
because
there? Who did there with us? So
your chairman there, chairman of your party, Mr.
Foley from
Foley.
Ekiti.
Yes.
Oh,
Then
how
they
are
are
you, Mr. Foley?
Foley.
How you there, Foley?
You don't pursue
You don't drop out.
maybe
Niger
never,
internet don't cut them off.
maybe now maybe never take light. Oh,
And your country.
easy make I check my volume, but obviously you can hear me now.
No, your volume is all right.
No, okay.
Your volume, you sound clear.
Good. So as you dey drive, so you fit talk, I be ma allow you reach where you
Yeah,
go.
maybe they talk, they go. Maybe they talk. If Foley come back, happy
Okay.
let him talk because in the call from Nigeria, make it talk. Maybe.
Okay. So today Tori get as it be. Get as it be for me at the verse.
I don't get interruption here or here.
And go ahead now. Accept your call, then I'll come to you. Accept the call, I'll come to you. Yes. We'll come back to Ajani Koko after done answering the call. Yes, as I talk, I'm say I diverse because 500 million. Now we talk about here. How many people go work legally for Nigeria to get that amount? No, just see from that angle first. Yeah, Foley, Mr. Foley.
Yeah, Mashama.
I think they never don't take light. I've been an obedient network they use.
No, now Showtime network I dey use.
Don't be obedient.
No, na Showtime.
How your area now?
I thank God, though. Thank God.
You there Ado Ekiti. Ado Ekiti.
Exactly.
I don't know why you go know Ayo, you know Ayo. I don't hear of Ayo or Delusi before.
Ayo Adelusi.
Yes.
What is he doing?
Nah, former track and field athlete before. Was a
What?
Now track and field athlete. They run
Track
for
and field. Okay. Ayo Adelusi. Ayo. Yeah. That tall guy.
Yeah, talk and black.
Slim.
Very dark, yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
Okay.
I know him when we were in secondary school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, they call me Kitty, come visit him before that, my guy.
Yeah.
So I have a bit of how Kitty be and some of the local government too. Yeah. So how is how let's come back to what it bring us here. Now you don't hear about the verdict where court of appeal here give Nnamdi Kanu that
yes.
Of what happened today. So how first of all how people take receive them from Ekiti? How is this Nnamdi Kanu saga?
You know when we are saying that Igbos don't actually know what they want. It's not like we are yabbing Igbos. It's only the anything that comes is what they take. Most time they are not really sure of what they really want. Actually, Nnamdi Kanu is not actually asking for separation of Nigeria. What Kanu was actually fighting for is to have a justice within the space. But many of them don't really see that. But he believes that the only way he can get it is by asking for something bigger. So by the time they can't give him that something bigger, they will come to the one that they think they can actually give out to people. So Kanu is not asking for Nigerians to separate, but he believes if he's asking for justice, they won't listen to him. So that's why he has to go and pick that bigger picture of what they will not be able to give, but they can give something similar, something closer. So what everybody is fighting for in this space is justice for everybody. But Igbos they always attract people that really know what they want. Obi has come, they forget Nnamdi Kanu. If you go to court, even if you are seeing their videos now, you hardly see them in court any longer. Most of them don't even remember Nnamdi Kanu the way they used to. But we are telling them, the revolutionaries will never go back and support their OBs. We know what we want, and we'll continue pursuing what we want.
Yeah, but if that is the case, do you think that the guy don't push him too far to the point of no return with this Biafra idea? If you actually, because the way you talk and I say he wants to use it as a bargaining chip to get justice for people, right? Not necessarily
Yes,
Nigeria.
yes,
but
yes.
if you push that narrative too far, because trust me, people die. People are still dying. Just based on that. Forget all this non-government, whatever, but genuinely, people were killed and people are still dying.
Let me tell you. Every day, people are dying in Nigeria. Every day. Every second. So many things kill. It's not only the agitation that kill Nigerians. People that die of that agitation, they are just trying to be an hero. People are dying like a fowl here every day. I lost a brother yesterday. He has last year because of honorary hostage. He has the money, but no hostage to save his life. So nobody should tell me that it's because Nnamdi Kanu is calling for sensationalism. That's why Nigeria people are dying. We are in a space where anybody can just die anyhow. So if you're talking about death, people are dying here every day. Hospital will kill you, doctor will kill you, hunger will kill you, mosquito will kill you. So many things will kill you in Nigeria.
If we let's say assume see people they die through those ways already, what do we need to find other ways to keep adding more death to it? Does that make sense?
And if something is happening, you know what we call, I don't know, people see revolution as if it's something that people want to die for, and the revolutionaries don't even actually plan to die. Revolution simply means the way we are going is not the good path that we should be taking. Can we go another way around? Maybe we can get something right and something better. So what are the factors that keep us poor? These are the things that revolutionaries actually want to change. But the oppressors will never see you as if you are bringing out something that is meaningful when you are talking about revolution. Okay? Sorry. Protest, I don't know why people don't know what protest are actually all about. If a baby who cannot speak see protest as the best way to communicate with his mom or with his mother. Hello?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
If a child who cannot speak and is hungry can cry so that his mom will know that he's hungry, they will take him and give him breast. As little as he is. How do you now think a country will be going this way, this train that we are all going? And none of us is even trying to make a change or call these people to order. And wherever you are trying to do something different from the way they have been doing it, they tag you, they give you names. That's what they did. That's what they did to what's it called, Igboho. All of them, everybody that want to fight for Nigeria, anybody that want to make sure that want to speak for Nigeria, Nigeria always attack them, even if they know that they are actually fighting for the cause that will give the country a better space. The oppressors will always see them as their enemy because they were enjoying the system. They are enjoying this rotten system.
Yeah,
so there's nothing like Nnamdi Kanu called for that is beyond what he's supposed to call. It's his right.
Well, fully. If to go by what you are saying, say yes, things need to be changed. I totally agree with you. The way we are going, we are not going. We are going nowhere. We need to change things. And if history is anything to go by, right?
Yeah.
History tell us anywhere in the world, the easiest way and the cost-effective way to bring that change is through democracy.
Sorry, my
So,
bros.
so the only way to bring that change and cost-effective, through democracy, which we are practicing currently for the past 20 years. What do we have to go that way in Nnamdi Kanu they do so? Knowing that that route has been taken before in the 60s. And we all see the result. We saw what happened. You understand? So why don't we organize just like the way people with the oppressors now they organize and take power and do the same thing? Go into competition. It's not going to happen in a day. Just as you said the other day, it's a marathon. Why, thinking that inciting people to take arm against the state we actually is the best way to go? Knowing that he has never served anyone good.
Let me tell you, what Nnamdi Kanu has never called anybody to take arms against anybody. Okay? These people, they always, initially, when these people start their agitation, they always come out to protest. It's the Nigeria government that used to go after them with their guns and started killing those guys, innocent guys, just because they were protesting, just because they are asking for something. And mind you, it's only a tree that will wait for you to cut him down before he reacts. It's only a tree. We are human. So these people are just trying to let us, if these people will always come in to attack us, for us to be asking for this, let's get prepared for ourselves as well. And mind you, the what's it called? Easy ECN, or their security something they created in Imo or Anambra side or
Yes,
Imo State,
yes,
right? Yes,
yes,
yes, yeah. So they actually have those guys to protect their land, their bush for them. Because at that particular time, everybody knows that the way these S-men were killing people was very disheartening. Nobody is happy about it. That's why they organize themselves. Before we can wait, but instead of us to wait for these guys to come and kill us, let's get prepared. I'm not seeing Nnamdi Kanu causing anything here. You are a human being. You protect yourself. When government cannot protect you, you look for a way to protect yourself. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is doing here.
Yeah, but the banditry don't stop now. The herdsmen and Mike, I don't know. I won't say stop, but it has reduced drastically compared to when it started. When if you say now what make them carry and be that, what made them carry
Because the election is coming.
that the people are still being killed. Yeah, but people
Because
are
the
still,
election is coming.
yeah, but these people are still being killed in that region in the name of this.
This question which we should ask ourselves is this: who are the people killing them? Are they IPOB or somebody, a political person in that space, is the one arranging the killing? So you cannot just tell whether it's IPOB that is killing people. That somebody call himself on gun no man or gun no what's it called? Or no man gun or whatever they call themselves. Does that mean it's IPOB or is Nnamdi Kanu instructing them to go and be killing people?
Well, I mean, the
It can actually have a political tone. It's possible.
He has given, yeah. Well, see, that's the point. The point is that not when you start something, when you're starting something, you don't know how it's going to end. So why starting it in the first place? That's why I say, if what you are saying is to go by that, yes, now because of injustice that it's not that they really want to leave, why go that extra mile to prove your point?
Okay. I think I
And
get.
this
I think
injustice where you are hanging on. Not be only there, not be only that part of religion is facing injustice in Nigeria. And I think you agree with me on that. Everybody is facing injustice one way or the other. So if everybody go that route, then what is left?
okay. Can I answer your questions?
Yes.
Ove, I don't know if you're a Christian or Muslim. Are you? Are you one?
I'm a traditionalist.
Traditionalist, okay. I want to talk about even the Jesus Christ, okay. That Jesus Christ starts something, and they eventually killed him. Does that stop his follower to continue what Jesus started? And the people that killed Jesus Christ, they actually saw something in him. Then they saw a message that is coming upon them. I think that's the reason why they killed him. And after killing him, some people still like, okay, this is what Jesus Christ wants. They continue. And the same people that killed Jesus Christ, they still follow the followers, started killing them as well. But today, the message is going everywhere now. The Jesus Christ message that these people are actually killing because of it.
So that
So
means
whatever can
you
that
are
means I what?
you like the way, the road way Nnamdi Kanu take with that, and you are encouraging it.
Nnamdi Kanu has never taken any route that is bloodly. It's Nigerian system that always make them to be blood. What does Igboho do? Igboho only called them out. He only told them not to stop killing his people in Oyo State. Do you know what they did to that guy? Do you know what Igboho is planning to do now? I don't know, anyway. But do you know what will be in his mind now? If Igboho has been civil, and they did that to him, these people are wicked. They are just wicked. These people are the one causing this issue. It's not Nnamdi Kanu. It's not this guy that are calling all these things. They were the government are the one wicked here. Is that how they kill people when they are protesting outside the country? Look at us. Did NSAS did they call for secession? Did they kill anybody? Don't you see what they did to them at Lekki? These people are just wicked. So if anybody is saying because Nnamdi Kanu is asking for justice, that's why they are killing people, that means we don't even get the picture yet. We have demons as leaders here.
Fully. As somebody who is from Ekiti, as a Yoruba man, you can relate to somebody like Igbo if you can't relate to Nnamdi Kanu. In other words, the pain, the injustice, whatever that Igbo was or still feeling, you they feel them too, right? And you are a grown man. You have so many choices. You can decide to follow the route way Igbo and Nnamdi Kanu take, but you say no. You took to politics. Because you just from what you are saying, at the same thing not the fight, you took to politics. Say it's your principal, Showore. It can as well do the same thing. But no, it choose to say, okay, this is the way to go. I'll follow this guy. Now, only time you can take. Unless you don't believe in what you are doing, that is going to yield the same result that those people will carry harm or they take the different route take. Now, from what you are saying, now injustice everybody they fight. You understand? So imagine now, if them can, with their popularity, who they don't establish, if they can join you, not necessarily join your party, but join the same route that you take, don't you think that will yield more result faster than tension?
And that's how most of them are joining OP now. Let me answer your questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because initially, nobody have ever seen any light in politics that something good can ever come from politicians. Because they only present themselves two alternatives: one criminal, one armed robber. So we always choose between the criminal all the time. So when Showore came in, Showore actually tried to make people to realize that the best way to go is to organize ourselves politically. Okay, let's create an organic third party that can fight the behemoth of our politicians. But let me tell you, when Sowore started, it's only few people who can really see can read the message of Sowore. They were the one that followed him, and they are the one that still followed him till today. None of them has ever changed, because if you understand what Sowore is bringing, nothing will change you, because you must have the clear vision of what Sowore stands for. It's only the followers, follow people that used to, like, when they follow you and they know that the trend is not really giving them the number, they leave you for what you are, and they join another train to move with that. No, we here, we know what the problem is. We always have, the only problem we have in this space is just bad leadership. That's the only problem we have in this space. If you are telling me if I want to travel out, okay, I'm not sure if I read. It's only my wife is now threatening. My wife is the one that is now trying to force me to, like, Folly, let's go. Because I love this space. I don't want to go to anywhere where I'll be wearing jackets. I will be in, as in, that thing is, we have the best space, the best weather here, the best environment. Why should I leave my space for someone else to take over from me? But the way things is going now is getting too tough for us here. Nothing is working in Nigeria any longer. So if you're asking us that we should join politics, a lot of people will first of all feel bad about the system. And then, and it's not anybody that can it's not even show what we're talking about. Show what I've made a lot of effort as well in the past. Protesting, dragging people, take them to court, exposing them, so many routes. When he has shown has been doing that for almost 30-something years, he now realized that the path we are going, if we continue this way without organizing ourselves politically, we will not get anything out of it. That is why Sowore has to show face.
No,
okay,
I think
let's create.
I would disagree with you on that too, because
okay,
yes,
okay.
From 2023 now,
okay,
either if Tinubu win or Atiku win,
okay,
that would be a classical example that this thing is not overnight business. You can't just wake up overnight. Yes, you say Sowore has been doing for 33 years, but one would argue that no, it did it for a while and he left.
Okay,
that's a vacuum.
Okay.
So that's the vacuum is coming back now to fill. So it's going to take him time again to build up a money, because the Sowore that Sowore was part of, people like Tinubu, they are all part of the old struggle. They don't start before that time, but they were all part of the struggle, but they never gave up. So now I'm talking about you, that your wife is trying to convince you to leave. You are head deep into the struggle already. You pulling out and leave. What does that mean?
I'm not living anywhere. I can relocate my family. Can stay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just telling you what the kind of person I am.
That's advisable.
I'm not living.
I admire that. Yes, so the struggle no be today. Nnamdi Kanu them just start. You understand? They just start.
And
so to change people like them. Yes.
If you listen to Nnamdi Kanu before the arrest, you will know that Nnamdi Kanu has changed his tactics of the way he has been doing things. Sowore traveled to UK to go and meet Nnamdi Kanu. They had a meeting. They discussed at length. At that meeting, they have their conclusion. It's only they didn't really pull out what the conclusion is. What they discuss is like, why are you fighting, and you are fighting for your people alone? Do you know how many people in Yoruba land are suffering for the same thing you are fighting for? Do you know how many people in the north? Even, sir, don't let me lie to you. Northerners are the one even suffer most in this country. I went to the north in Kano for that matter. In fact, I nearly cried when I see human being. And then I was dealing with rice. I used to travel to what's it called? Tuduwada village then. So I would drive from Tunduwada to what's it called? Sabogari before I can see hotel to lodge. You want to relax, you want to flex, nothing like that in the north. These people they are in dark. Let's
No,
forget
I
about
think
all these people.
no. Come on now. Why are you saying that you want to relax? You can't find anywhere to go in the north. That's not true now. Come on.
No.
And
What
then
I'm saying is
I
the
try
whole
to move.
the whole Tundu Wada local government, local government. Nothing
Yeah,
like.
but not be everywhere hotels go
So
there now.
I have to drive. I have to drive like almost. I'm a businessman. My business is in Tundu Wada. I'm supposed to lodge inside Tundu Wada
No, not be
to
every
carry out.
city. No, not be every
No,
city be like that. Not be every
no, I'm
some
just.
city you have to
No, I'm just
drive.
saying. Okay, tell me which local government you will travel to in the south that you will not see an hotel to lodge.
Then I see, make I tell you something. Tutu Wada is inside the big the Kanu capital itself. Oh. You
Yeah,
understand? Yeah, if you cannot
yes.
find Tutu Wada, you drive to Sabongeri, you drive to No Man's Land. All these places you have hotels. So the way they design the city, you cannot put hotel everywhere. That's not how city is built. Kanu city.
No, I get you. I get you. Now I have business. What I'm saying now, I have business inside Tundu Wada, right?
Yes,
But I will need to drive almost 1.5 hours for me to get to Sambogari where I will sleep. I will sleep.
That's a big city, yes.
Yeah?
Yes, that's a big city, yes.
No, Oga, is an error now.
No, it's not an error.
It's an error now. Come on.
No, for real, it is not an
Instead
error.
of me to wake up very early and just enter market, buy what I want to buy and make my production and leave, I will still need to drive. That means out of my 12 hours that's supposed to spend that day, I will spend 3 hours, solid 3 hours for me to travel to go and get my business done. It's not done. It's not proper.
The city has already been there before you started making your plan.
Let's just forget about that. I'm just telling you about the lapses.
You have to consider time management now when it comes to people running business and other people coming to that state to transact business.
Yes,
when you don't have, that is what he is talking about. It's for him. Let me finish.
You cannot say that you will design the city because you want to do business.
Hold on now. Hold on. Look, let me tell you. There are certain things. There are certain basic things that can make life convenient for people. And if you have government that at the state, at the local government, that are not responsible, that cannot, make sure that some basic amenities or basic facilities are available in their locality to attract people to come and invest and, run business that can transform their society. That is a failure on the side of that. That is what he is talking about. He traveled all the way. Hold on now. Hold on.
I know Kanu.
Hold on now. He traveled all the way from Lagos or from Ekiti to run a business in a particular place in Kanu.
Yes.
But that location where he want to transact his business, he doesn't have nowhere to sleep. He have to travel another 2 miles away or 1 mile away.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Between the place of traveling and place he will go and sleep in the night, it's so inconvenient. That can even scare him to maybe another state, maybe Borno State or some other state that have convenient place where he can transact his business. That is what he is talking about. So don't say that it's normal. It's not normal.
It is normal. Kanu is a big city. This is a whole city.
No.
That city you they talk is a whole town. No be say you have now you go travel between bush.
Okay. You say it is normal. That is
Tundu Wada is not inside Kanu.
Where Tundu Wada dey?
Is another no, maybe it's the village. But where I'm talking with the place I'm telling you, you have to drive like you are going inside bush. You are leaving the town completely.
You know, go the state. You know, go Kanu city.
It's another local government.
About Tundu Wada in Kanu, yes, Tundu Wada also in Kanu because I thought the Kanu is a big city.
No, it's not. It's not inside Kanu. I have to travel out of Kanu. Another local government.
But when you they travel, they go. It's a part of the nation where we say religion is considered to be included into their value.
Obey, obey,
No, I didn't tell you.
obey,
See, if you go
obey,
Qatar,
obey,
let me tell you one
obey,
thing. Wait,
obey. All these your religion things, all these your religion things is part of what we need to even talk about. You know, this thing is a scam for us. I'm telling you.
Listen now people way of life. I know if you context make you change your way of life just to satisfy me. Today, if you go Qatar, there are some places if you carry your babe, go lodge for hotel. And Qatar na just one state, self Doha. So imagine you young guy, you carry babe, if you stay for hotel. What will you say? You not go feel say those people are bad or evil. No, that's their way of life. That's how they want it. So if people say we don't want hotel for our community, that you understand that. So it's now upon you when you do your business plan, because they will not go alter their way of life or alter the city. Just
it is now left for the leaders. It is now left for the leader to convince their people how, why setting up hotel in that community can transform their economic life. Hotel doesn't mean that they are coming there to bring this thing. I mean, people that travel come there, they can transfer it and go and sleep there.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Right.
So the leadership have
everybody want. No be everybody they buy money, business, capital. No, not everybody. Some society don't want all those things within their vicinities. And you can't force them for that. I understand what you mean. Now, what you want be that. But not everybody wants people like that. We live in America with some big neighborhood say, go see anything, but I have to drive out of that neighborhood. You go see they don't know what they do. That's what they want. If you want to go where you go to see hotel in every street, those places they are. So that's not an excuse to say, okay, these people are the no. Yeah, people life they different. That's what I'm saying. Now you have a choice. You could have decided to take harm from Ekiti and form your own people saying that you are not happy with Nigerian state. And you have
But those then leader, they travel go Dubai, they go sleep for hotel, right? But they then say hold on. Even this education way we have for West can be their shares. We are well educated people. Before they started, when they introduced Western education in the West, our people kick against it. But the leaders, them like Tifabafema, they hire social workers to go from house to house to convince people why their children must go to school. Our people resisted it. They didn't want that Western education at the beginning. So, but the government have to. The government must do something.
That's how you guys are speaking as if they are no hotels. The hotel is not in the location that you prefer. Doesn't mean there are no hotels.
Hold on now. This guy said he went to a locality, he can't find a hotel.
Yes,
that is not normal. It's not normal. For where you have business.
It is normal. Even where they live for America, it is normal. No hotels,
you don't come now. You don't come with your psychedelic. Yes. Which one you did for where you did for America? Where is this normal? Where you did? Where you did for Atlanta? Where hotel no day?
I don't work any that things that have to do with either liquidation, either running hotel for the past 10 years. Across every city for this state, I will tell you each hotel where I don't do. So I know what I'm talking about. Not be everywhere you go find those facilities. These are business facilities. Not be every neighborhood they encourage all those kind of things. But does that mean there are no hotels within 1 hour drive away from where you are, 2 hours away from where you are? Yeah. If they are not, then you can begin to question that kind of thing. But they are. But at least he was able to drive away to go and sleep for another place. That's what it's supposed to be. If you know find what you want, you go find out from another place. If you say the whole Kanu, there are no hotels, then that is up for discussion.
Well, I don't know the area where you are speaking from, but as small as my village is, in Ekiti here, I can still count hotels, and I know that people used to come there to do business as well, and they lodge in that hotels. So I don't know the area you are talking about. Maybe you want them to keep themselves that poor,
no, fully
because they are Muslim or because their religion doesn't allow it. I don't know.
Now, not choice be that for my village, I think as of today, they get close to like 10.
So if you can have it, and the other side are not getting it, and you are defending them, that means you are not helping them. You are not helping people living in that area.
Now,
let's call it spade a spade. What is not good is not good. Does religion make you not to have social amenity in your environment?
So hotel must be everywhere.
It's not everywhere. The whole
Exactly.
I'm
Same
talking
thing.
about
What's
I'm
your
talking
point?
about a whole local government. A whole local government. Not every we're not talking about everywhere now. We're talking about the whole local government.
How many hours did you drive away from that local government before you get a hotel?
I said I have to travel always almost 1.5 hours.
Okay.
Almost 1.5 hours.
Okay.
Not even the area again.
Okay, do you
There
know
was a day
what
that
one and a half hour,
I was
one
even
and a
tired.
half hour
I have to
away,
send
and one and a
I
half
have to
hour?
send
That
my
is
friend.
3 hours. That is
I
three
was even
hours
tired.
for somebody running business just to drive
Running
for three
business. They're
hours
supposed to go to
between
market
where
early
he's
in the
going to
morning,
start
get what
business
I
and
want to
where he's
get,
going to go and
do
sleep.
my production and leave
Actually,
that and leave for the day. I'll still
Ajalibo,
be driving inside car, driving to
I
go
dey
and
come, I dey come visit you for your house, but now only champagne I dey drink. Would I talk say your house no, you know complete, your house no is up, it's not up to standard just because you no get champagne. I could go another
okay.
place go buy champagne now. I'm rest.
Okay, this thing we're
I'm
talking
not
about is
saying why
different
you
from the
guys dey
champagne
say
of a thing.
no. Are you not saying they should alter the plan of the city just because we want to do
These
business?
people don't have plan. They just keep them poor. They just program to keep them poor. These people don't have plan.
I want
This is,
begin to question myself why they
they
even
just
agree.
want to keep
That
them
means
poor. They don't want
why
them people to come there to come and expose those guys. I'm telling you,
you
they
go dey
just
talk.
like their condition. They permanent them to be in that condition.
You know say
Why would
Kanu
you have a
na
space
you know say Kanu na metropolitan city.
which without hotel?
Oh my god. I be don't
We're
dey
talking
believe.
we're talking about a whole local government
I be don't dey listen to you.
that didn't
Very
have hotel. You are telling me metropolitan city. Who does that? Let's leave all these Kano things, please. Can we just choose another topic to discuss on? Sorry.
You shock me. I make me the look you like this. So you shock me, walai. So I don't even know what to ask you again. Because there's no way if you compete Ekiti, if you compare Ekiti to Kano State, it
Are they,
never
are they,
application. And that's why I don't leave you like this, like because
okay,
they say
compare it. How?
in every standard. I know the two
Okay,
places.
I'm now saying my village. I'm actually from a region. Wait, hey,
Let's go. Let me take you to.
Okay, okay, can I
Let's
quickly
down
come in,
the
please?
tension. Let's down the tension a little bit. Let's go to
Okay, can I
Jollof.
quickly come in, please?
I won't come more for the go on that
No, I
topic.
just want to make a contribution, quick one.
Go ahead.
Okay, I think the argument somehow is for me. I don't think we are balancing it or making it in the right way. First of all, hotel. Government don't build hotel. Hotel is private individuals that build hotel. So this could have nothing to do because we're just second guessing that it could have to do with religion or not. So if you want to build an hotel in a place where you know that it is not viable for business or you're not going to make money from it, you're not going to invest your money in that place. So if you go to do business in a location where maybe the road access is not that good, or maybe there's not enough people there to patronize an hotel as a business, nobody is going to go put money somewhere where they're not going to make profit. So we have to look at it from investment aspect of it. So we can't just say it's all about religion. What if the place is not a place whereby people can make money if they were to put an hotel? So don't forget, maybe the level of patronage in these areas of investment might not be as high as it would be in the southern part of Nigeria. So we have to put all of those things into consideration. We can't just say, because it's not up to government to go and build an hotel. It's private individuals that build hotels.
Are you done? That's your point?
Yeah, that's my point of view.
Oh, okay. Let's go to they call them jollof rice. But the topic is jollof rice, but there's more to it than just a price of jollof rice. There's a cost of preparing a jollof rice to 9,917 naira. That's pretty much 10,000 naira per pot in September. So the average cost of making a pot of jollof rice for a family of 5 in Nigeria increased from an average price of 9,222 naira in June to 9,917 naira in September. This was disclosed by socio-economic research firm SBM Intelligence in its Jollof Rice Index report for third quarter 2022, titled Brace Up for Impact. The report said the rising costs were induced by a lack of forex for good purchase through official source and mostly recently by flood that have destroyed large rice farmlands, which supplement the impact quantity. The report also showed that across the 13 market survey, Wuse 2 recorded the highest cost of making a pot of jollof rice at 13,150 naira. That's in Wuse, Abuja. While Onisha recorded the lowest cost at 8,510 naira. Onisha. Now somebody should remind me. Onisha. Is it in Aba? Is it in Oka? No,
Anambra.
yes. It's Oka is the state capital. Now, the report also highlighted the factor responsible for the increase. First, let me just paraphrase, just go through that place. They actually highlighted three factors. One, which is the naira, the loss of value of naira to dollar. One, two, scarcity. You can't even find the forex to buy. And three, the flood that happened. The report revealed that in Nasarawa alone, 15 million worth of rice farms were submerged by flood, which means there will be a poor harvest this season. This means that in about 1 year, domestic production of rice will reduce considerably. Rice prices have been up for some time. Taking the Wuse market as a case study, we see that the cost of a 50 kg bag of foreign rice has increased progressively from 30,000 in July 2021 to 40,000 in September 2022. With the flood-related losses, this is bound to increase through next year, the report says. Different factors are driven in high prices in Wuse, including security, which disrupt the supply chain. All this push up the cost of transporting agricultural products to the capital. In addition, Abuja and other northern states are experiencing fuel scarcity, attributed to the lack of access road due to the flooding in local Kogi State, which is the only viable route that connects Lagos to Abuja. That's true. So I think Foley, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Yeah, now you there. Now you there on ground. How much does it cost to cook? You sabi cook. Let me start by that one.
Yeah, I can cook now. Why?
So, but no, you have an idea how much it take to cook jollof rice for family of five. And if those are your wife now, your wife, people want to.
I think somebody just give you the right out. So
yeah,
exactly what is happening here. Even 10,000 depend on your level anyway.
Yeah, because the sample where they take, we'll say two. Now people where they Abuja now they go feed those one they are a little bit well off in the economy chain than people with the villages where they are
Depends on the kind of food you want to cook anyway. It's kind of jollof rice you want to make.
The one we get orishi borogoto.
If you want to get orishi, 10,000 will not cook it for you. I don't like. If you really want to cook jollof rice that you want orishi to be inside, 10,000 cannot reach you. A kilo of meat now is around 2,500. Around 2.6, yeah. Kilo of meat. So things are fucking expensive in Nigeria. Things are fucking expensive.
Yeah, with this flood, man. Whoever, even
the flood, if the flood effect is not yet coming out. It's not yet coming out.
Yeah, that's what I'm wanting to say. Whoever will resume as president next year.
It's going to if you have a good leader, for us to grow our plant, I'm not sure it's more than there's not any plants you want to plant in Nigeria except yam that will take you more than 3 months. Your rice, your maize, whatever you want to plant, it can't take you more than 3 months. So I think we have the land to do whatever we want to do. It's only we don't have people who can put people at work, who can make things happen.
But with with this flood that's pretty much taking over.
Forget about flood. If we have a leader who is ready to talk to people, who is ready to move people, to make people be active, we will feed ourselves conveniently in Nigeria. That is not supposed to be our issue. The issue we have been having is because we don't have people who can organize people to let them see what they need to do. We just need to have spirit. If you push money to agriculture, you will grow rice within 3 months. You can grow rice 3 times in a year.
Yeah, but growing them is what's the power? What's the purchasing? Yes.
Oga will have purchasing power. Forget about all this. If you don't have purchasing power, China will not be importing rice.
Yes. Sorry, who is that? Is that progressive? I mean, who be that?
Yeah.
Yes. Who be that?
You don't know my voice again.
It's not sexy now. I go know.
I don't very long now.
Hey, UK, this guy. Now you put UK. I'll call you guys. Who I know for UK, you know. You they always put UK something now. Your name no they just come about like that. Are you there a long time? This one where you they high, where you no get like you did Niger.
I love the Niger. I just relax, man.
Relax for
that.
Relax, man. I dey fear you.
No, let me just turn the light.
All right. Yes, sorry. I'll call, UK, I'll come to you. Let me finish with
no problem.
Yeah. So fully. Now, yeah, you say Nigeria get purchasing power. How? Everybody cries a job no day. 33% maybe higher self of unemployment. So where's the purchasing power won't come from for them to buy all these guys you want to grow?
Like me, I think since I've graduated from school, I'm not sure if I'm even ready to look for a job.
You're not sure if you're ready to do what?
To look for a job.
Oh, the job day?
No, there's no job anywhere. So I didn't even prepare myself for that.
Okay. Yeah, but how many people though? How many people
that is where all of them need a leader that can put them into a right channel on how to plan their life.
But now the leader that you believe in, which is Showore, that has the capability to do all that, is the possibility of him becoming the president next year is I don't know, I won't say zero, but it's pretty low compared to some men where they're ahead of him. So
we know it's low, and that is not our problem. Our own is just to stand for the conscious people. We want to remain as conscious of the act of Nigeria. Yes, let me put that way. We know what is true, and we are following that path. It's not about winning. Some people voted for Buhari last election, and their president win. Today they were crying. So we know what we stand for. We always be what we stand for.
Yeah, bros, I support you. People not like to hear the truth. You know.
No. Okay, the truth be say Showore no go win 2023. That's the truth.
It's not about Showore. It's about the country.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Now. So no, why I bring Showore into it, apart from the fact that in a member of AAC, I bring Showore in because he said we need a leader that will direct the people the way they need to go, which is not necessary to be yearning for opportunity at the labor market, but you can also create your own job. So you say we need a leader like that, and I believe Showore can actually do exactly that. That is why he joined Showore's party. So now that Showore chances are low, what are you saying? Okay, let me just put it out there. Outside Showore, who among these leaders you think can lead us that direction that you painted?
Well, me.
No, just I'm talking of Foley. Just hold on. Foley.
Okay.
If there is anyone, I will follow that person. I won't follow Showore.
So there's nobody at all. So
if I have any one of them, I will follow Showore. Just like when somebody says Showore is the best, but I will follow Obi. But if I have anyone that better Showore, that I know he can do it, I will follow that person. I won't follow Showore.
That's why I say outside Showore. Let's put Showore.
I don't want to have outside Showore. I only know Showore is the one that I think he can deliver what I want. That's all. All of them were the same group.
Okay, hold on, Foley. Let me bring Progressive. Progressive, you did it.
Okay, please come back.
Oh yeah, let me man of prestige. Hold on, let me hear from UK. UK has not been with us for the past 10 years. You unmute yourself, Foley.
Okay.
Yeah, long time. What happened?
So,
you follow Obigo?
Well, nothing happened. Sometimes I come. I do come, but I don't like show my face. But I always be on the comment section. Even I also see you at Dr. Damages now. You always come there now.
Yeah, yes. You
and Jim.
Since you don't join Obedient Camp, now we know they see you every day again.
Make I tell you the truth, I not there anyone. No, I know even they follow them. They do anything. My hand not there for it. Why? I not do again. No, I not do again.
Which one you do before?
I not do again.
Which one you do before now?
Well, like during that, before this man entered this Buhari, I think I was Nigeria at that time. I supported him. Like for me, I thought that his own change would be the main change. Based on person we don't enter there before.
Buhari bring change now. Nigeria no change as it did before now. No change.
I don't see any change.
Nigeria change now. Why you go say Nigeria no change?
But he changed for worse now. Not
Una know how Buhari which can change when they bring for now. You just say change, I don't jump for Una know how which can change. You don't change things now.
No, I mean, not besides I not vote because not besides I vote, but based on what was going on at that time, people were Buhari, we just follow as Buhari. Yeah, this man. And he's gonna do this thing, but the way things are going over between you and I now, say the country don't bad,
Yeah, but you say country don't bad. Anyway, Mogo go your guy area, your what to be entitled to?
Who?
What to be Nnamdi Kanu title to apart from Mazi?
Nnamdi, no, Ahmadike one.
No. Yeah.
Now, Ahmadike one of Biafra.
No,
Ahmadike one.
No, something religious, all this religious bogus name, Lord, or just something they call it.
Okay, our savior now.
Our savior. Well, now your savior too now. I mean, you know the other.
Myself, because I tell you, say, anything that has to do with Nigeria, I not do again because it's like cheating now. It's like every time they keep playing people wayo, the same wayo every day, the same wayo every day. So that fool now, person no go fool now until when you reach 40 years. Since then say Nigeria go change now. At least I was born in 1979. Since that time, government never changed. Even during that time, it was better than now. At least for my village.
Why you say government no change?
No, let me. Government no change now. It no change for good now. That's what I mean. Not be say nah this. I mean,
because you run.
I mean, since that
you running away now.
I don't run because it wasn't favorable to me because even since I was young, because they were doing things in Nigeria, it wasn't the right way. They were treating people and all those things. So if you see when you go cut out. So I cut out the time I supposed to cut out.
Okay, now.
So I cut out when I supposed to cut out.
Okay, let's.
I know Jack Bauer, but my own I cut out because I wanted to leave. Because I saw what was coming. Even I was young, but my aim was to leave because it wasn't favorable. The way they treat people, in your country. Why I say, well, not my country. You can even talk. You can talk to anybody. You can talk to police. Police will begin to you army.
Let's see from this angle. They complain, say Naija no okay. Nnamdi Kanu is making millions. Why is he? Why in the jail there? He's making a million. Federal government just award
How do you
500
know?
million.
How do you know he's making million over here?
Federal
Do you
government
have a
just
proof?
award. Federal government court.
Because of what they do, because of what they did now. I mean, if you so when you damage person, when you damage person and damage his image, do all sorts of things. So why wouldn't you pay the damages?
Nigeria don't damage almost all of us. Now make us come this place, come they make noise. Now because in Nigeria don't damage us, what did they pay us? Those where they work legally for Nigeria don't make millions. This guy they jail, they make millions.
Well, the thing is that that one court where award them. So you will not say the fee even not pay because as it stands now, the country they broke. If not true, when they tell us now,
Yeah,
because everything with it.
Nnamdi Kanu see they cash out.
I mean, I'm not thinking now. Even if they give money to them, you to me, I think he's kind of man, I mean, that's
Your network is I can't hear you. So yes, your network is
you can hear me now.
Yeah, but it's going off.
You can hear me now.
Yes, it's going in and out. Yeah, but you're good now. So, but what do you think? Though?
So what I'm trying to.
The courts they made federal government returning Nnamdi Kanu back to Kenya and award him 500 million. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean they should follow the court judgment now. I mean that's all I can say.
But
because since you kidnap, since you kidnap somebody now from that country, then your own law say return this person where you bring him back and pay him so and so amount. So you have to if now through democracy who they play for the country. Make them do the way the judgment require them to do. So that's all I can say. I won't say anything.
But now that but what do you think? This thing will affect Obi campaign or not? If
I'm not sure say it go up. I'm not sure say it go up. No. Obia, the people where Obi they do their own thing. People where they look for Biafra, they do their own thing. So I don't think it will interfere.
More than half of Obi follower na Nnamdi followership now.
I'm not sure so. I know the real Biafra people don't follow anybody for that country. Let me be honest. The real people don't follow anybody for that country because since they were you, I mean, how will you even follow place where you know the benefit? Why will you follow Obi like as me and you there now? If we know the benefit each other something from each other, why will can I call you a friend?
No, but are you saying who know the benefit from?
No, we are not benefit. You even yourself, even me and you, they can't benefit you have gotten from U.S. government. Nigeria never even give you even half of even single of itself since we were born in Nigeria.
You visit Nigeria, you know if it was the Southeast be okay. Let me narrow it down to hyper people so they don't benefit from Nigeria government now. To sound like Buhari government people, they could say second Nigeria bridge they there. That's from them.
Which kind second Nigeria bridge?
Second Nigeria bridge is there. Konja Wela is the number one trader in the world today.
Forget that thing, man.
Nigeria.
All man are for in pockets. Now when you go begin talk something is like, for example, now if you go to okay, let's say I'm not even talking based on Igbo. I'm talking based on like whether you be Igbo, you know be Igbo. If light go feed there for Nigeria once, maybe like 24/7. If light go there, I mean the whole Nigeria like this, people turn light come. That one be said, I go say yes, everybody benefit. Okay, you go drive from, let's say, from Sokoto to Port Harcourt. No, this thing. No, the road is smooth. That one I go start the benefits. I know if you deny, just like here, as I did Yankee here. Okay, I know I go fit drive from New York to Florida. No police go stop me. No armed robber go stop me. That one
No,
beside the benefit. So if they collect money,
police go stop
no,
you.
no, police not gonna stop you except you
Why
you
police?
you disobey. No, except you disobey the law. Police cannot just stop you.
For
Obi,
America.
not talk like that. As a police cannot just stop you like that, except you either you overspeed or you take alcohol while driving, or overspeeding, and that's the only two thing that will make them to stop you. Or I mean, there's nothing else.
I agree with you, Sha. That one day.
So if that nation, they will not even say make them give us any, maybe like Siana. Sometimes people they go put their people for this thing, some welfare this thing. We not even want that one. Make them just give us road and light, you know. Then just within 2 days, that country go change, because when you get that constant light, people will want hustle for their own industry, their own personal industry. They can do it well, you know. But a nation where no light, no water, no road, how will you do your business? You go carry your thing from Lagos. By the time you carry your thing from Lagos to Cotonou or Benin, the thing don't fall finish now. Market don't spoil. So that one, it don't make money. Be that never make money now. So you can't strangulate people. Then you are thinking people to start following you. Anybody where they follow them, they do their policies this year, next year. The people say, if says something, they worry the people for head, because we don't do again. I mean, that's my own destiny. Me, I don't do again. You know, that's my own opinion. I don't do again. You know?
So even if they leave Kanu today and you say, okay,
no, I mean, that one definitely, that one is the judgment from their own court, so they must obey it. No, if they leave Kanu, that doesn't mean that we can't face. I mean, it's a human problem, but that human problem, we don't want to make it so that it will be so severe. At least human problem, you make it in such a way that people will benefit. You know, I don't say everybody will be rich in Nigeria. I don't say everybody will.
Okay, you're saying a human problem. Now, the only way to solve it, now we humans we need to solve it. But if all of
I know.
If all of us Japa, how could they solve it? If we did Japa like this, how they could solve the problem?
I'm not saying that everybody, not everybody will travel. Not everybody will, not everybody will travel. That one is that travel and see what those to come back to them. It be easy now, because in all over the world, there's food, even people that travel now. Some of them are even
Okay, let me come back to you. Your voice is going in and out. Mr. Prestige, man of Prestige, are you there?
Okay.
Yes.
The progressive is here.
I'm here. I'm here.
Who go show him face? Now go get the call.
Okay, here you go. Here you go. I'm here.
Progressive. I do you bad, I know.
Hey, see my face. I know they have my face, yeah.
No,
I beat you,
so,
progressive.
So give me my turn. So both of us, your face. Give me my turn.
Okay, progressive. Go ahead. Go ahead, my brother.
Holy shit!
Thank you very much.
All right, progressive.
I hear you, brother.
Funny, man. I like that. So, come on. You ready, progressive?
Yeah, I'm ready. What? There's some noise from the background. Is that man of Prestige still on the?
No, it's not me.
I think it's from Foley, but I've just muted it. Yes,
Okay.
progressive. If to say you exercise more patience for Nigeria, maybe if I don't have Matuna like Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is becoming a millionaire legally while he's in jail in Nigeria. How fair is that? There are people who are working day 24 hours, 247. They don't get that kind of money for Nigeria legally.
Money for inside dream, na be those one, man. Those know those kind of dream, what those kind of dream where the dream see money, na be those money where they give us. So
What do you mean by that?
who won't pay that money? I believe that thing.
So are you saying federal government no go, because the same people say may they take him back to Kenya, then give him 500. So are you saying they are not going to release him?
Okay, we wait now. We wait now. You know how they don't give Igbo money. Where is Igbo today? You know how much they award Igbo? Yeah, where is Igbo today? So you're telling
the guy never cash out.
Listen, for Malami to give Nnamdi Kanu money, he go use that money, marry another wife, join Buhari pikin. You know,
not be money now. And federal government.
Look at this guy, Malami, that is fighting governors. You know, for your own share of money, we won't give foreign contractors or companies. If they follow state governors, they battle around. Now you can say
make deal now. You make deal within Nnamdi Kanu as he get caught.
You can't count money. Listen, I don't think I've said it before. Those who want to listen, let them listen. Nnamdi Kanu just need to exercise patience for another October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. It's about 7-8 months. That just need to exercise patience. Another president will come. They will let him go. Buhari will not let him go. Even if you will be sure you will see something that have never happened before in Nigeria will happen. The Supreme Court will give him judgment, and Buhari will still lock him up. You will be surprised. Is it not Nigeria with that alcoholic Madam Malami that always look like a drunkard? That one is not ready to let Nnamdi Kanu go, because they would have sat down in a civilized society, right? It is not up to the president whether they release somebody or not. The system is in place. As soon as the court make pronunciation, the system will automatically, function the way it should. But we're in Nigeria, whereby the president and his team are saying we are having a meeting to discuss about the next step to take with Nnamdi Kanu. What do you mean the next step to take with? What has it got to do with you? The court has already made pronunciation. All the justice system have to do is let him out. If you feel like he has done another crime or he's committed another crime you want to hold him for, then you can go. But as we speak, there is a judgment in place. That judgment should be obeyed and followed. Forget that money matter. Look, if you go and meet Nnamdi Kanu and say, that money is the last thing in his mind. He just wants his freedom. We let the man out and let him go. This Buhari government have turned an ordinary person, somebody who is a nobody in the society. They've turned him to a king. They've turned him to somebody that people are now worshiping. I don't know how do you make a matter out of no one, Before this guy, so people now say is their Lord. It is crazy the way things are going in that country. Just let the man go. Our leaders here, our leaders need to know how to absorb criticism from the people that they are supposed to lead. It is part and parcel of how the society should run. You see something, you say something. You don't like how the system is run, you say something. If you want to protest, you organize yourself. You should be able to protest without being killed in the toll gate. All of these things are what make a nation a civilized society. That is why you see a lot of countries like China, like Saudi Arabia, and all of these countries. They are rich countries. They have all the infrastructure, but they are not classed as the first world nations.
How do you criticize, though? What is there's a thin line between criticizing and actually going the extra mile?
What extra miles?
Because just like you, of course, you are a Nigerian. You are not happy with the way things are being done. I am not happy. Yeah. Prestige is not happy. Foley here is not happy, but what did he do? He decided to join a political party to fight for the same cause. But when your criticism, when it goes cross the line, that's when people begin to actually, going against the government.
In every society, right? In every society, Okay, before I say that, let me see this. You see the way you make this comparison now. Me and you, we are different people. We will not do the same thing. We will not do things in the same way. The way you will react to things, it will be different from the way I will react to those same actions as well. So having said that, because some people are going through political, because I used to reason that way. I say, come on, why don't you just form a political party? But then I later realized everybody cannot do the same thing. If some people want to go through the political route, fine. If some people want to go through a social media or whatever route they want to use, fine, no problem. But what I'm trying to say is this: if you have a society, the society operates under certain rules and regulations. You call them the law of the land. So a government cannot be making up rules as it goes. You have it written down. You have to abide by what is written down. So you cannot arrest somebody and put terrorism charge on them when actually there is no thing that person has done that constitute to a terrorism crime. What did Nnamdi Kanu do that constitute to a terrorism crime in the first place? Okay, I understand. The only time I've been against Nnamdi Kanu on this whole matter was when he was granted bail, right? Not when he jumped the bail. When he was granted bail, there were some bail conditions. Sowore had to abide by a lot of bail conditions. Sowore was tied to Abuja for months and months. He couldn't leave Abuja. So there was bail conditions that were strictly that Nnamdi Kanu should have adhered to. And at the time, I was shouting. I said, "This guy, you're just going to give these people." You are giving these people an opportunity to come after you because he was breaching all those bail conditions.
So that means you know it was good, it was wrong, it was going out of hand.
Yeah, that was the only time I would say yes, he did wrong because he was breaching those bail conditions left, right, and center. I was like, I said, listen, you are giving these people an option, you are giving them a reason to come after you, and he just was not properly advised. He was not properly advised at that time, and that is where I think he did wrong. So not the fact that he actually, he jumping bail. I know that is against the law, but everybody if you are in Nigeria, the army come after you, will you not jump bail? Of course, everybody will run away. Who want to be killed? So for me, I think the government need to de-escalate this whole issue by just letting the man out. Okay, there will be celebration on the street for a week or two before you know it. The whole thing with that.
Now, what about those people who are victim of this guy's anger? What are you going to tell those people? People were killed. That's what I'm saying. A lot has been done.
Ovie, how do you connect it? That is one. You cannot just say because Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for something, then every other actions that followed it, it's as a consequences of his own actions. You can't just say that without having a proof.
He made pronouncements. And again, now, if you actually let him go, you are actually encouraging every other person out there who has the Nnamdi Kanu tendency to do the same thing.
Okay, look, in a democratic society, that is not what government should be worried about. It is not how people exercise their free speech that government should be worried about. In fact, government should be encouraging people to exercise that free speech, that fundamental rights. It is your right, it is my right. As long as we are carrying it out in a lawful way, as long as they are not harmed, they are not killing anybody, they haven't gone out of their way to make life miserable for others. If that is what
it was inciting. It was inciting people. They tell people to do this, do that, do that.
Ovie, hold on. Let me say something, right? When when the 2015 election was coming, what did Buhari say? He said if he doesn't win, both the Babu and whatever will be soaked in blood. That is why was he not charged with terrorism for that comment?
Yeah, but that
was his fundamental. That was his fundamental right that was respected. Even though that speech was so
progressive. Yeah. When Buhari say if it doesn't win, Kuala go happen.
Yeah,
that is not the case.
What do you mean that is not the case?
He win now, so he no lose, and people know Nigeria nothing happened.
As Nigeria divided now, season the Kanu is calling for division. As Nigeria divided, so that is not the case. That is not the case as well.
This guy pronouncement. That's what the government is saying. I'm not the one saying this. The government is saying
you cannot hold Nnamdi Kanu ransom. You cannot hold Nnamdi Kanu ransom for the actions of another man. You have to go after the people who are committing the crime.
Come on now. Why are you holding Buhari? Why are you holding Buhari for Nigerians' actions?
What do you mean old Nigeria, old Buhari for Nigeria actions?
We always criticize Buhari for what me and you do now. Anytime every Nigerian, every Nigerian.
So now me and you now make naira to $700 naira to $1. Now me and you do that one. Now me and you make bag of rice come become 45,000. Now me and you do that one.
But now Buhari do it.
Now me and you the budget 3 trillion for fuel subsidy. Who they do that? What are you talking about to me?
No be Buhari do it, but with the whole and responsible because na him be our leader. Right?
No, now government. Look, now government, the box stop at his table.
Exactly.
When it comes to the government. But Nnamdi Kanu is not a government. Nnamdi Kanu is a one man. It is not an organization.
No,
where is it registered?
He run an organization or a movement, however you want to classify it. There's a movement that he leads. So whatever harm or good those his followers commit themselves to, the credit or the whatever will be given to the leader.
Nnamdi Kanu, listen.
We don't expect Nnamdi Kanu to go on the street now.
When they say people are independent people of Biafra, IPOB, right? Any Igbo man claims that to be an IPOB person. Any Igbo man. So if an Igbo man that claims to be an IPOB member, because don't forget, there is no membership list to this. If you are from the Southeast, you claim to be an IPOB. You understand? So, or you claim to be a Biafra, whatever you want to call it. So if you then go and carry out some actions in the name of you supporting the what Nnamdi Kanu is doing, that is your own personal responsibility. You cannot then lay it on top of Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, you can't do that. You have to hold Nnamdi Kanu responsible for what he is done directly. If Nnamdi Kanu was running a criminal gang, if he was running a criminal gang whereby he's giving weapons and arms to people, then fine, you can say, okay, yes, you are a head of a criminal gang. But this is not the case.
You are progressive. You are not being fair to your the way you are saying this.
I'm not being fair. I'm not being fair because listen. Okay, I'm not being fair because I believe in.
It's a legal movement.
I'm not being fair because I believe. Listen, I'm not being fair because I believe in the right of individual.
No,
I'm not being fair because I believe that there should be a rule of law that will apply, that everybody should abide by, even the government as well. Because you cannot set up a rule and then you make it up as you go. What are you charging this guy? Okay, Ovie, you tell me, where is the terrorism charge there now? What did he do that warrant him to be terrorist?
No, first of all, we need to differ. That's why I say people were killed. I mean, I don't know why you are trying to separate Nnamdi Kanu from the movement. I don't think that.
No, I'm not separating Nnamdi Kanu. I'm separating Nnamdi Kanu from the crime that was committed by other elements of the society.
These people belongs to a movement.
It is not a move. It is not. Ovie, you yourself, you know this thing that it doesn't work.
Yes.
Does that mean everybody that partake in SARS? Does that mean they are the one that are responsible for the killing at Lekki?
No. Now, in that of SARS has no leadership. That's why no one could actually be.
So that means all of us that partake.
No, if SARS get leader, the leader will be responsible. Will be held responsible.
Why are you holding someone that is protesting responsible for killing?
They will want to come and answer question, of course.
Ovie, please. Ovie, in the first place, even your background, I don't even like your background. We have 18 candidates. You only put 4 at your background. So do justice to every other candidate. I'm telling you.
You're looking for Showore. Don't worry. Well, Showore need to step up his game.
Let me tell you, people like you, you're supposed to be an advocate of Showore, because I'm just telling you, if you really know what freedom is all about, you're supposed to be an advocate of Showore. Because what Showore stands for is not even Showore. Showore is actually representing you guys. He wants you guys to come back home, to come and flex, to come and enjoy your Nigeria. You see that? You are outside now. You are doing fine.
Right, that's the problem. Did he consult me?
He don't need to consult you. It's all about him standing for what is right, and you see what stands for and joining it.
So it's about the ideas. We see the ideas is there to promote.
And ideas rule the world.
a free society. You understand?
For me, show worry now the least person where I go even see. No. Now when you know no show worry.
Okay, give me. Okay, obey. You need to give me 5 quality you want in a leader that you want in Nigeria president. Please, can you just list it out? 5 quality that you think a Nigerian president should have. Please give me 5.
I don't. Okay, now where me they view things from. The leader, no, it's not actually. It's insignificant to me.
Yeah?
The leader to me is insignificant. No matter, it's not important as far as I'm concerned. Whoever be the president, whoever that person, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care. I don't really care about. But the forces will bring that person to power. Now them I they pay attention to, not necessarily the person. You understand?
Okay.
So that is where I found. That is where I kind of like they disagree with Showori, because as far as they always talk about Showori na foreign agent.
Now what?
Now what? Agent.
Foreign agent.
Yes,
wow.
That's my view. So until I'm convinced that yes,
no. Obey. You are standing. You are standing. No, you are standing like an enemy of this of the country.
No, that's it.
I don't like Showori. Because I don't like Showori.
Listen.
No. When you say somebody is an agent without even having any facts, that means you are part of this. You are just part of them. Before you put an allegation on anybody, you should have your facts. Don't just say something because you are thinking. You give us your facts. We will join you. We will believe what you are saying. You don't just come on here and talk.
Brother, sorry, 1 second. What? Who is this guy? Who's my brother? What's your name? Sorry.
Folly B.
Oh, Folly B. Oh, sorry. I just want to quickly say something. Right? You see, this for me. I am a Showori fan. I support what he's doing, but part of the things I don't like is when somebody have an opinion, then you call them an enemy of the state. I don't like things like that. You know,
these are an opinion. No, an opinion is different from you putting an allegation on somebody. Obey just put an allegation on Showori that this is an allegation. Obey is not putting an allegation.
No,
Obey is.
I just ask him a question as to how do you know he's foreign agent? So let him explain himself. You can't just go and say he's an enemy of state.
God bless you. God bless you.
Maybe the word agent might be a little bit extreme, but let me tell you why I see him like that. Showori na student fighter, but I started to be sincere, and the days when they activate, of course, I don't know. But I started following when they come out with Sarah reporters. And me, first, when anybody they come for my presence, say this is what they want, I go begin to my investigation. First of all, because whether we like it or not, presidential to be a president is not cheap anywhere in the world. It takes back. We all know that. So first of all, okay, where this guy get the money we want to run this thing for? I understand that. Wait, I'll find out that I get Sarah reporters. I go into my findings about Sarah reporters. Within 10 years, the Sarah reporter won $10 million. Within 10 years. That's incredible, right? But me and you know now, Sarah reporters, there's nothing special. Now internet this thing. How? You know they collect advice.
Please, can I ask a question?
What you don't know.
Can I ask a question?
I finish. Let me finish mine. It doesn't collect.
Okay, finish.
Government or anybody. So how? So that's why, and I've actually been opportune to talk to him as I talk to you like this, one-on-one, as I interview him like that, that's question. And I asked him the same question. Where is this money coming from? You are getting money from so-so foundation, so-so foundation, so-so foundation. And he said, yeah, it's a foundation that anybody is free to take money from it, which is right. And I'm not going to hold against that. But it's
so
not
what is the evidence about that?
Listen now, it's not left for me to interpret that. I will talk in that like saying just NGOs don't collect money, they collect money. You understand? But again, you have to go for that interrogate what is actually this money for. And you have to go by example, the people that this foundation has been supported before. Because not today this foundation has been existing more than almost close to 100 years. So when that's what I do my file and I ask him, he said yes, he agreed to take money. I said okay. Now that knowing the Nigeria way this is my own opinion, that the ruling class, the cabal that we know about, For them to trust you, know that your source of income is coming from outside, for them to trust you with power, it's pretty much impossible. I never see anyone that will succeed like that. And that's where I'm coming from. And I tell them, he said, make I forget there are no power brokers in Nigeria. I said, okay. So
Ove,
it's because exactly what I'm telling you.
It's just because you believe in those people you are mentioning, power broker. But we don't believe that anybody is powerful than anybody here. It's only we don't organize what we have. We don't organize what we stand for. All of us, we all have the same one finger to put on a ballot paper during the election period. So if you can educate ourselves very well, or we put that finger in a place, those guys will sit down, they'll be looking at us.
No,
even Babangida don't even have vote again. Yes, he don't even have vote again. He can't even vote again. He always sits in the sitting room during the election time. So don't tell me. We don't organize ourselves. We don't even know what we have.
And that's where I'm with you. We don't organize ourselves. So it's
yes. And because you don't organize us, that means many of us will follow the same trend.
So why are you not pushing it?
We'll start doing what we believe.
Why are you not pushing it on Showore? Why you not believe that Showore might be everybody?
Let me tell you something. You know, I think I'm about to tell a story yesterday before I went off, right?
Give us.
In the history of anything anywhere in the world, no powerful people that are ready to leave power. Go and check the history of this country. From the democracy, from the slave trade. Let's start from the slave trade. When they knew that slave trade is about to fail, they changed it to colonialism. When the colonialism is about to fail, they changed it to freedom. They give you freedom, but they still use their people that will suit their agenda. They still use them. They still use them as people that are going to hand over to. So when any movement in anywhere in the world, when the oppressors knows that they are about to fail, they align with the people. Look at what happened in 1999 when people are going against military. They want to they know they already failed. People are coming after them. So instead of them to give us the power to allow democracy that we're all clamoring for, they gave us Obasanjo, man inside them that can suit their agenda. So after 16 years, Nigerians have failed. We need another people. The same people they have to go and organize themselves again. They gave us Buhari, and that's what we have today. Now we are organizing another thing again, and these people know that these guys that are coming up, the youth, if they allow them to follow Showore, it's going to be a disaster for them. If Showore can get 3,000 votes 2019, and he called for revolution after the election. If the movement you people are giving to Obi today follow Showore to the ballots, and we voted, and these people mess up with something, they know they were in soup. That's what people don't. That's what we don't understand here. Showore, this movement will never follow Showore, and Nigeria will never be the same again. Okay. But we don't understand. We don't understand this. But these people are playing the game the way they know how to play it, and we are falling to that game.
Now, let me ask you two questions. First of all, you tell me say you don't believe it's a power day, but you keep referring to them day.
It's just because you are not organized.
Wait. That's one. Who are these people where they change power anyhow? Who are they? One. And two, you said the foreign interests, they always find a way from slavery to colonialism. Now they found it to replace our freedom, right? And you don't think that Showore might be one of those people they are using?
Ove, I'm not sure you even follow Showore. Go and follow Showore very well. Go and follow this guy. Don't just believe in what you believe in your brain. Follow this guy. Do your research about him. We've done our research about this guy. No, it's not Showore that spoke with me, that talked to me to follow him. I followed him. I checked it. I'm even looking for someone to give me an evidence where Showore has done something wrong. I'm looking. If you have, provide it. I will follow. I will stop following him immediately. But I never found one. So just stop. Let's stop putting all this allegation on him. Let's know how to organize ourselves. Bring me one thing that Uchowore has done in the past that make him not to like, maybe he has done this, he has done this. Give us the evidence. I will start following him immediately.
No, I'm not looking for a cent to a person like me.
Please, you have to.
So there's nothing like that. Nobody is a saint. Nobody.
Nobody's a saint. Nobody's a saint. We know that. But at least, if you are talking about Nigeria today, you are talking about guys that always stand for the people. I think Uchowore is the best among them. Best,
Obedience.
not even one of them. Is the best.
What about Obi? I'll put Obi ahead of him now.
Who's Obi? Okay, leave that guy alone, though. This guy is just double-weighted. Leave that story.
If to say this guy no good, if you don't get this kind of followership now, people they follow him.
Okay. Nigeria, we've used our oppressors for us to see the organic and the real leadership here. It will take time. We've used to them.
Obi is not an
Is them then?
How?
This guy that is leaking Atiku Sanda. Atiku is my boss. That told us that he doesn't have any idea that are different from them. That Nigeria is not ripe to be ruled by an idea. What are you telling me?
No, but what you are. I mean, Obi is campaigning with idea now. It's about this.
Obi just tell us on Arise News that he doesn't have any different idea from Tinubu and Atiku. He just told us on Arise.
How?
Himself. He said Nigeria is not ripe enough to be ruled by Nigeria. That all of us are the same thing. He has nothing to do, he said he has nothing different that is bringing. That is the same thing.
Well, okay, so
the problem we have in Nigeria is people always speak for them. People always help them to expand their works. We defend them, but when the time now come after the election, we suffer for it together. The same way you people bring Buhari. Buhari didn't promise us anything. People are the one promising on his behalf.
What can you say that Obi has done wrong?
Bros, man, I don't like you. If Nigeria to be a state, to be a state, a nation, all those guys all of them supposed to be in the game by now.
Even Obi too.
They rule Nigeria.
People's life at All right, let's go to Chris. This
country, the Nigeria is finished. Nigeria is finished. In case you don't know.
Yeah,
they built up everywhere.
Can you come to me? I thought I'm next with you. I have a meeting.
Hold on, for Libby. You are dipping in and out. Man of prestige. You are a veteran analyst. Be patient. Let me talk to this. You like to see new obedience now. Look at Chris. Chris is a new obedience.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Ovie. Just call me when you're ready, okay?
All right, appreciate that. Chris George.
Okay, thank you, bro. Are we debating?
Just hold on. Your first time for here, this, Abi?
My first time, but I'm watching this platform sometimes.
Oh, correct. Where you they join from?
They join from Quito.
Quito.
Yeah. Okay. We are discussing Nnamdi Kanu issue, right?
Sorry, no verso. Where is Quito?
Quito is near.
Huh?
Quito is near.
Sorry, many people is it talk. Sorry, you said what, Chris?
Quito is near Ecuador, bro.
Oh, okay. No mind me.
So we are discussing Nnamdi Kanu issue, right?
Yes, the court in Granta. Okay, you understand it. Go ahead then, if you know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, all I want to say that you are the government now. You are the persecutor, right? We are the defendants. Ovie, you are the persecutor. Yes. We are the defendants. So what I'm asked for, the first time the court banned Nnamdi Kanu in 2017, right?
Yes.
After that, they sent military to his house, which caused killing 28 people, including the family dog. So if you are in that position, are you going to stay or are you going to escape?
I'll go escape, report myself to the nearest police station.
How? The government that wanted you, the government that sent you, You present yourself to the government, to the same government.
Maybe they can't arrest me now, so I will escape that. Then I will go. I mean, where I want to run go now, because I'll be on the run. Once I run, I'll continue to be on the run. I don't want to be on the run, so I will submit myself to the authority.
Okay, all right, thank you. So the government, if the government won't arrest him again, why can't they use the same police to arrest him?
No, he run now. He run and flee the country.
And that means that government decided to take his life. So the government that come after you, are you going to submit yourself to them that killed 28 people in his family, including the family dog?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Wait. Are you going to submit yourself to the same government? The government has sent some people to kill you, and eventually 28 people die. Are you going to present yourself to the same government, to the same person? For instance, in your village, the king of your village sent his soldiers to kill you, and it happened that you are saved. Your family member massacred. Are you going to present yourself to the same king?
I have two choices: either to present myself or I'll keep running.
Okay.
Those are my choices. So, but I don't want to keep running. I don't
wait.
Kill me now. I don't come kill me.
Okay, kill you.
Yeah, I mean, watch, because I need my freedom. I can't be running. How long I would like continue to be running?
See,
that's me.
Okay, bro, let us be sincere with ourselves and let us tell ourselves the truth. The problem we have in Nigeria today, that Nigeria is not functioning because we refuse to tell ourselves the truth. That is why there's no any sector is functioning in Nigeria. Because if you, as a Nigerian today, there's nothing you can boast of in Nigeria. There's nothing Nigerian citizen can boast. Tell me one thing you can boast about Nigeria, because we try to live in a faulty foundation that is designed to oppress us and for us not to have a man to speak. That's why nothing is functioning in Nigeria today.
I agree with you, Chris George. Nigeria, nothing is working in Nigeria, right?
So okay,
wait. May I ask you this question?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I mean, nothing is working in Nigeria. So everybody, they feel the same pain where they feel Nnamdi Kanu, they feel about Nigeria. If only been so the same thing. If you listen to him, he's not happy about Nigerian things, but he have choice to decide to say, okay, let me follow the political way. Maybe that's the best way and the cheapest way to do it. But Nnamdi Kanu decide to go the other way around.
Okay, tell me that way around you go. Huh? Because I was in Mayegu political diary. I was watching Nnamdi Kanu in 2015. No, that's 2014 when Nnamdi Kanu was protesting against Boko Haram, what is happening in Nigeria. Some speeches made, organized protests in London concerning what is happening in Nigeria, that they are not happy about that. So, if Nigerian governments are sincere, want to make the citizen to feel better, to feel at home, why can't Nigerian government make everything to be good?
They are trying.
Because which way they are trying? Which way?
I mean, they are trying now. People, they come into the government, do their best and go. Because that's the only way we can change it. If you feel that the best way they know they work, you get ready, get in there and change things. Nobody to carry gun out to the table.
They are trying, because since 1999 to date, there's no trying I'm seeing. Is it interrupted the electricity we have, or good road we have, or water supply we have? Where they are trying, because Nigeria, let me tell you, my bro, you see Nigeria. Nigeria is one of, if they say the governments are sincere with the citizens, the governments are care about citizens, the government understand the feelings of citizens. Nigeria is supposed to be a country that no one is going out. Even the foreigners will come to Nigeria for employment. Let me give you, for instance, how our government are trying. Check 1980, check Dubai in 1980. How Dubai look like. Check how Nigeria is functioning in 1980. Check Dubai today, check Nigeria today. In 1980, Dubai was very poor. Dubai come to Nigeria for help. You remember one president who said that can anything good come from desert? Remember that Dubai was a desert. But that desert today can become of our political airlines, our billionaires to invest for tourism. 1980. I'm talking about 1980.
1989.
Okay. So check that Dubai, the way of Dubai today, and check Nigeria today. Are we going backward? Are we going forward? Now, Nigerian citizens, I'm very bitter. Nigerian citizens are going to Dubai to work for employment. Why Nigerian citizens are going to Dubai to work?
We are going
Look
to
at what the chairman that Dubai just tried in Nigeria to ban Nigeria.
Chris, may I ask you this question?
Yes.
You agree? Okay, you don't believe in a government. Now, be our problem, Abi.
Yes.
Leadership.
Okay. Now, these leaders, these government leaders, who them be? No be our people. No be. Are they not Nigerians?
They are Nigerian, but we, the Nigerian citizen, choose to make a wrong choice because of our stomach infrastructure.
So why would they blame them? If now we make the wrong choice, why would they blame them?
Why we blame them? Why can't, if we elect them, why can't they make something good for us?
I will change them now. We'll put another people who go do for us. If you give me a job, I not do away, you know, fire me. Hire another person.
Okay.
We have opportunity. We have opportunity to hire another leaders.
Okay. Is it wrong for citizens to demand a good government and you send your military and fire them dead? Is it wrong for citizens to demand a good governance? What we used to do them, use the military, fire them down, kill all of them, massacre of them?
Yes, that's wrong. That's why we need to vote and change them. And believe they will be going to make things happen.
Well, you see, let me tell you one thing. If he Obi entered here with the same narrative Nigeria is going now, if Obi entered here without changing this constitution that engage everyone in a bondage, because we are totally in bondage. You see, we are totally in bondage. If Obi entered here without decentralize this power in Abuja, and we return to regional government.
You believe they can do them?
If enter the Obi can do them.
So are you supporting him?
The person I expect to do them is good luck. Then decentralize that power. Let him not enjoy the maximum power in Abuja. Let him decentralize it.
Are you voting for him? Are you supporting him? Are you campaigning for him? Are you going to vote for him?
I'm supporting Obi, but the reason I'm supporting him for my narrative, I'm supporting him for him to decentralize that power in Abuja. For every region to have maximum authority in his own territory. How can you tell me a policeman in Abuja will control IGP of police will control the police in my local government, which has never been before? We need autonomy, regional government autonomy, for to make things work.
What if Obi no win?
Well, if Obi no win, election is not a rocket science. It will contest on that time. Okay. So election is not to do and die affair. So it will contest on that time. But any person I'm advocating, if that person entered there, let him decentralize that power in Abuja. Because let us practice true federation like Australia, like UK.
Chris,
Britain,
you believe that if they release Nnamdi Kanu as court talk, the thing no go affect to be a campaign. That means what I'm saying, a lot of people they follow be na Nnamdi Kanu followers.
I not believe so. I not believe. And if they release, okay, I'm advocating for them to release Nnamdi Kanu. Let them release him because Buhari said that Nnamdi Kanu will follow due process, which is court. And the court have pronounced the judgments, which means, let me tell you, we are not democracy. We are in a military regime where court doesn't have any order because Buhari is behaving like a tyrant. If he is too respecting the court, who is Buhari to disobey the court order? If I may ask, the constitution that suing into in, you are disobeying the law. So if Buhari truly want to respect the law, he will free the young man, let him go. But he don't want to release him because he poses a tribal issue. Also, Nigeria is not functioning. That's why Nigeria is not functioning today. And I quote you today. If we are still going to this next 10 years, I think
Chris,
there's no
just
somebody there now. Somebody's
Chris. That's the okay. Go ahead. I thought it's coming from your
okay. So there's no how Nigeria will function. Let them release Nnamdi. If he Buhari to respect the rule of the law, Magani, I'm not sure that guy is studied the law. Maybe from quota system. Yeah, quota system where one can score in a jam, one can score 180 in other part of Nigeria, one can score 2. All of them enter the same school. So maybe Magami from quota system. That's why I understand, because Magami don't know what is rule of the law. I remember his fight with that guy in Alberta, that Attorney General of Alberta, Kelechi Madu. When Kelechi Madu said Magami is shame to rule of the law, and Magami fight back. And if I today now I agree with Kelechi Madu, because before I disagree with Kelechi Madu, it cannot be an Attorney General of Alberta in Canada and tell us our own Attorney General is a shame to the rule of the law. But now I find that Magami is a disgrace to the rule of the law because he's from quota system. So that's why I understand. If you want to respect the rule of the law, let him release the young guy, let him go. And let them make things right. Let them stand around the table and put dialogue and make things right. Let everyone move on. Because I believe in unity. I believe in unity. In united we stand. In division we fail. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me give that one chance.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on today. Hopefully we'll go see you later today or tomorrow. But stay with us as long as you can. Man of prestige, before you go beat me up. Let's go.
I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. Jollof rice. How much did it cost you to cook jollof rice? When I don't know, for the family of 4, I said it's 10,000 naira in Nigeria. And it has went from 10,200 to 10,900 between last month and this month.
So this question, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah,
this question you're asking me, is it in reference to US when I'm cooking jollof rice here or in Nigeria?
No, but let me finish the question and you see where I'm going with it.
Okay.
So, but now that it talks the problem why the increase did not become 3 things.
Yes.
The poor performance from naira to dollar. I mean, you understand what that means. Then the lack of access and the flood. We talk here 2 days ago that Nigeria, about 33 states, is under flood. So the flood don't disrupt pretty much all the farm. So the question now is that this is just to prepare us what is likely to happen from next year, which from next administration. So now excuse we will get. There's that probability that any government will come, even to be himself, that in production to consumption to production, it goes say, man, Nigeria is already back. Nigeria don't lose a lot. Because now waiting APC do be that when they first come in, they use the first 4 years, they blame PDP. Now they have a genuine reason. Do you think it will be Nigeria we listen?
Well, to be honest, it's gonna take more than just 4 years. To put that country in a better part. I'm not gonna say in the right part because I don't know when the right part is gonna arrive, but I know it depends on what the next government does. But it's gonna take a while. Even 4 years, will be like. It's gonna get worse, okay? Because of what this present government has already done. So the first 2 or 3 years is gonna be worse than, okay. Let's just assume maybe naira will go. Maybe naira will go down depending on who elected. So that's how I believe. You need to follow the trend on election day. Who is winning, and see what what trend the naira is following. I'm talking about on international space. So, but anyway, going back to what we are talking about, it's going to be I mean, Nigeria should expect hard, should expect a hard time coming in the next 2 or 3 years. Believe me, I don't care who get there. It's going to be difficult, but it's going to be a slow process coming, depending on the kind of government, they implement. How far will that go? I mean, this jollof rice you are talking about right now, it's going to get worse, okay? It might double. The price to make a jollof rice might double. So, I mean, we don't have the effect you and I over here right now, but I mean, I have people in Nigeria. I mean, I see what they go in, and when they go at the next day, they say the price of things has risen. So you're talking about rice, which has to do, agriculture and everything. The flood effect has not taken place right now over here. So whatever is going right now, it's just the tip of the ice, because the effect is not gonna happen until next year, or maybe the next 2 months, by December or whatever. That's when you start seeing the effect, because most of the agriculture, the area this flood has affected, from what I have saw, most of those agriculture area in the north, like Bayelsa and some other places. So the price of this is gonna double. Talking of jollof rice, it's gonna get worse. So I don't know if people will be able to afford jollof rice. Jollof rice in Nigeria is a luxury food. So
kind of prestige.
Yeah.
You are right. The effect will start next year. But maybe December Christmas period is going to be hell. From if you have this thing where they have the flood and if we come to it another. Now, again, and we know December, they always people they outspend themselves, right? January is going to be very, very tough. Now February is the election. Don't you see where Tinubu and Atiku get upper hand here in terms of their dollars? They could buy people anyhow.
Well, I mean, if the previous election track is anything to go by, yeah, they have the upper hand. But what I'm seeing in Nigeria space right now, I don't know how realistic it is. It's more organic. So they may not have the upper hand like they think they have. Definitely it's going to be, vote buying and everything. But with this electronics that have been devised, so it's going to minimize the election buying. I mean, it's going to be election buying, but I'm talking about in terms of, them buying all the whole vote. It's going to be at minimum. But anyway, that we are talking about the result. But let's go back to what we are talking about the inflation and the result of what flood has done and the cost of Nigerian, food and everything. It's going to get worse. I mean, in December, it might not be that bad, because I'm familiar. That's the only time I go home around December. It's going to be a lot of influence of dollars, influx of dollars in the country. So it's not going to be as detrimental as you expect. But by January, oh my brother, I mean, it's going to be hell. I mean, dollar is going to escalate and everything. So things is going to get worse before it get better. I don't see it getting better, not soon. Like I said, it doesn't matter who come in. Like that, my brother Foley is talking about. I know he is Shobore fan and whatever, Even I thought by miraculously Shobore is elected, no, nothing is going to happen. So it depends on what the government come in and they, implement it. But on my own opinion, I don't see anything coming from the present government, APC, because over here, you can't put a lipstick on a pig and expect a different outcome. A pig is still going to be a pig, even after you put a lipstick on them. That phrase, like they said, a lipstick cannot change a pig. So there's nothing going to change from APC. So APC is going to be the worst among the... Yeah. So APC is going to be worse among anybody coming in. Look at their list. It's pretty much the same people we have in the government right now. So this is why, of all the whole people contesting APC, in my own opinion, APC will do more damage to the country because they're still going to maintain the same status quo. Nothing changed. I mean, in their present manifesto, nothing changed from the manifesto, that they have right now. It's still the same APC manifesto. It's still the same people that they're going to rule us. So people are talking about Tinubu because he's a different, people give the analogy that because Tinubu is a different person, his antecedent when he was in Lagos was good and everything. Okay, that's all good. But you are under the same platform. It doesn't matter. Like I say, you can't change a pig. You can't put a lipstick on a pig and make him change. That's not going to happen. So it's gonna be worse before we can see any better. If there's gonna be any hope, that's my opinion about that.
Prestige.
Yeah.
Family of 4
take 10,000 to cook rice for them now,
Okay.
the probability is going to get to like 15,000 by December is there. And we have family that has 7, 8, 10, 15 kids in their numbers. And you think the dollars that these men are ready to throw around is not going to have an effect?
Well, I'm saying it's not going to be as bad as it's going to be in January because of the influence of dollar. You know what? You know what happened in this? You know what happened in December? It's a given time. I know people send money. You know, it's going to be more money at that time than any ever. That's when that's the influence of dollar. Has the most effect during December. I'm just saying, the predicament may not be as severe. As it may be in coming like December or next year. I mean, that's when I expect the worst. We are talking about what's happening right now with the flood effect. This coming month, I think next month is like next week, after this week, the month end on Monday, right? So from next week, it may not be as bad as, it's going to be a trend, but December, we're going to November, maybe a little bit, maybe just an ordinary, but December, I would say maybe it could have been worse in December just because of the influence of, money during that time may kind of alleviate the situation. But from January, before election, that's when we're going to see the impact of it. What's going on? What Buhari government has not been able to do up to right now. I think he spoke yesterday about giving him about 3 months. Say the council they need to come and give submit their report. In 90 days. Who does that? This is an emergency situation. You're asking to submit a report about what for you to deliberate on it in 3 months. That's just a fair government anyway. So sometimes, I don't like to speak about Nigerian space. So it just kind of get me emotional.
Well,
I don't like it.
Why you say it's a fair government? You say it's a fair government. Fair government. They are giving Nnamdi 500 million. How does that feel? Somebody who is in jail. There are a lot of people who are working legally day and night in Nigeria who cannot make that throughout the course of their life. But this guy is in jail and is becoming a millionaire by the day. Is that fair? Is that not the government that is doing the needful?
Oh yeah. What? Where are you living at? I know you live here, but I'm just saying, where's your head at? He's not going to get a penny of that. What are you talking about? You think that government is going to give him money? They don't even obey the rule of law, let alone paying. What happened to Boho? Didn't they award him a lot? I don't know, I've forgotten how much it was. Maybe it's more than the 500 million that is awarded to Nnamdi Kanu. Has he seen a penny? I don't know if he has gone back to Germany or he's still in Benin. He's not going to get a penny of that. That's even the list of Nnamdi Kanu worry about the financial compensation.
So are you saying they are not?
No,
are you saying they are not going to release? Wait. Are you saying they are not going to release him because now the same court will award them 500 million? Say, may then carry and go back to Kanu. But in fact, they should take him back to Kenya. So are you sure? Are you saying they are not going to do that? Because if you are saying they are not going to pay the 500 million, then we say they will not do it because now the same verdict.
You don't have faith. Let's just take it on two phases. Say they release him and they're not going to pay him that money. And I don't think that, I'm just speculating. And I don't think that they're going to release him because everybody in this platform and everybody, a lot of people know that what happened to him was illegal. That was, the rendition, the rendition from Kenya was quite illegal. So that kind of, truncate all kind of offense that he has committed. So they're not going to, even after they release him, they're supposed to release him, in a normal process, send him back to Kenya. Then you can charge him whatever you want to charge him. It's up to Kenya government because by then he's going to be under Kenya government. It's up to Kenya government, to hold him there for you to charge him and everything. But that's not going to happen because you have to follow the due process. For you to somebody in Nigeria, you have to follow the normal process. So they followed the wrong process to begin with. So they, everything they did there was illegal. So I don't see them paying him any money.
Man of prestige. May I ask you this? Personal question, if I should say, you now obedient. You have come to terms with obedience. Say yes, you believe in what he stands for, what he's going to do. You are going to support him.
Definitely.
On the other side, you are also an IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu sympathizer. If I know if he's a follower.
Hold on, get it straight. I'm not an IPOB, but I am a sympathizer, right?
Sympathizer, good. Now, no doubt, if they release Nnamdi Kanu today, it's going to have effect on Obi movement. Positive or negative, there's going to be an effect. You agree to that?
I mean, I can only speculate whether it's going to have bad effect or good effect. But if you ask me to guess what it's going to be, I don't really see any bad effect, because the IPOP, the people that really believe in Biafra, the IPOP, let me say, not just people believe in Biafra, the IPOP, they don't even care what, they don't care what Obi does. I mean, they just want their own state. That's all they care for. So I'm thinking if they release him, he's going to remain quiet. And if they release him, he's not going to be in this country, because if they release him, you can't just release him and say, let him stay here. You have to follow the due process and send him back to Kenya. So I don't really see anybody fair, but it could be otherwise. I don't know. I mean, how many people following Nnamdi Kanu, in the Biafran land? I don't know. I mean, I can only speculate. I'm not in that space. Maybe 5 or 10%.
Will you rather see Nnamdi Kanu free or Obi become the president?
To be honestly, how I feel inside me, no. I mean, he has suffered this much up to right now. So what is the difference between now 3 months or whatever? I mean, if they was going to kill him, they would have killed him or poisoned him. So if he had been there, just to make everything calm, let it stay the way it is. If Obi win, he win legitimately. Let not be any kind of disruption or anything that we can only speculate what may happen. Nobody knows what the effect of Nnamdi Kanu really. But in my own opinion, let him just stay there until after the election, because it doesn't really matter what what Buhari does right now. Anybody that come in there, in my own opinion, I think they're going to release him. I mean, Tinubu is going to release him. That's my own opinion. Obi is going to release him. They have to follow the law. And I don't expect Atiku to do otherwise. So he might as well stay there. But I mean, I'm speaking like, I'm speaking like.
You rather see Obi win.
Huh?
That's interesting. I say you rather see Obi win. That's interesting. That's good.
I didn't say that. What are you talking about? I said if Obi win, he's going to be released. No, I mean, I'm not going to stay here come here and make a bold statement that will be definitely going to win. I mean, I expect him to win. I want him to win, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to lie to myself. Anything is possible in that space, I mean, Obi has the momentum going right now, according to what's going on in Nigeria, but that doesn't mean that he's going to win. I mean, there's 3 candidates, Kwankwaso is not, it's not in contention, so be realistic on that. It's on 3 space. Anything can happen, but in my own permutation.
Wait. Are you trying to provoke me by saying that, or you mean it?
No, I'm not provoking you. I'm being realistic, okay? I'm being realistic. He has no traction. So, and I mean, he might join some other party or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen. But in my opinion, it might go. I might go to a runoff. So forget about Tinubu people. They are so confident. They're already giving him the presidency. I don't see that. But if he win, hey, it is what it is. So I mean, Nigeria is not going to get better. So I'm just feel sorry for people in Nigeria. Yeah.
You said Nigeria is not going to get better, even with Obi as the president.
Not in the first few years, believe me. Not in the first few years. Do you know the damage this country, this president regime has done to that country? You don't know the whole damage until they leave office. Then you see the whole damage. I mean, the money they have borrowed, I mean, how that's going to affect the country and everything. And it's going to be a slow process, depending on, depending on the kind of the next government coming in, how they want to implement to solve the problem. No, we may not see in the first, we may not see in the next 4 years. It doesn't matter who's going there. That's where I say it. But unless things drastically change. So, I mean, like I said, I prefer B to be there. If he doesn't win, but I'm quite optimistic that he's going to win. So, I mean, I've lost a lot of election here. So it doesn't really, I'm not going to have a sleepless night, not even a minute, if he doesn't win. But I hope he won. Then I'll jubilate. And he go away. Nigeria will still be Nigeria. So that's the way I look at this.
But you will relocate to Nigeria if he wins.
No, I'm not locating to Nigeria. My life is here. I visit Nigeria like I'm going to visit, No, I'm not. There's nothing going to make me relocate to Nigeria. I mean, I have my life here. I mean, every of my family is here. So I'm not saying I don't like
It-
Nigeria.
Even when Obi want to turn, even when after Obi we turn Nigeria to a production nation.
No, I'm not.
That's
I'm not.
industrial at the highest level.
Nothing gonna make me move to Nigeria. Believe me, okay? Nothing. I mean, my life here is okay.
And that's why we are different from your mindset.
I mean, yeah, your mindset is different from mine, but this is just who I am. I left that country around the age of 18. You know, after my 18 birthday. So I've been in this country for about 30 years.
If someone like me is listening to what you are saying about Nigerian, that means I'm a fool.
No, how can I call you a fool? I
No,
didn't say
I'm
that,
just
man.
saying.
Brother, don't say that.
I'm just saying. If someone like me were listening to you, to choose my candidate in 2023, that means I don't know what I'm saying, because you don't have hope for Nigerian. You don't believe in Nigerian. And you're not even ready to come back to Nigeria any time from now. So we that were here,
I'm coming to Nigeria this year. I'm not saying that, you know, I mean, I do come to Nigeria, but I'm just saying, I'm being realistic. I'm not going to come here and sugarcoat, you know, my mentality when it comes to that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You said you've been in the United States for 30 years, and you came here.
I've been in the United States for actually 32 years. You're going to be 32 years.
And you came here when you were a teenager.
I just my birthday. I just finished my birthday. That's when I came here. Yeah.
So I will assume that you came when you were a teenager. Your accent don't even really change.
No,
that is
everybody. Hello, hold on, my brother. Everybody's different.
Okay.
My accent is not going to change. You know, I've been in this country for about 32 years. So if it was going to change, it would have changed in the first few years. So that's just me. I'm not trying to change it. I mean, I never work on it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that people that I know that were brought in here when they were like younger, like in their when they were like 10, 5, yeah, in their teens. Usually, some of them they adopt this mannerism here and way of speaking. But it's like you just stick to your egotic. I was just wondering here when you said that. I was just wondering.
Rational mind?
Yeah.
No, I didn't stick to that, but I never really tried to change, you know. So I mean, luckily, you know, I was able to have my way successfully in colleges and everything. So I never really. It's just me. I couldn't change it. Everybody's different. I mean, I had friends here that came here. They only was here for 2 years, but you know, some of them older than me. They changed. So I never tried to change it. So no.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. You know, I like people that are original.
No, I never tried to change it. Yeah. I've been in this country for 32 years.
Not people like OVA. When they come here, they start speaking shwen, like as if they were born here.
Even people in Nigeria, my niece, them, you know, they try to speak like the Americans.
Yo, my nigga, man, what you say, man? What you talking about, bro?
Okay.
All right, let's go there. Let's go there. Thank you, Mr. Prestige. Let me just use up.
No problem.
Yeah. So say thank you to
hi, engineer.
To people. To our
yes, my brother. Greetings to you.
Come, engineer. Keep quiet. I'm trying to make some money.
Hello.
Yes. So I'm just thank you to to people who are supporting the channel so far, and those who are here to support, and those who are praying, and those who are coming, who are listening, all of them are the same. Kudos. Thank you so much, and we'll keep going. Mogu meet. Who never talk. Many people don't fear. Who never talk. Who first come first?
I never talk.
Oh yes, now you been there. Now you
been there.
Okay, me I never talk to you now. But if Ramberry wants to go, let him go.
First come first out now they do.
Okay.
I think I was there before Brownberry.
May look up.
Yeah, now you be next. Now you be next actually.
All right.
Asharaman, they hear me?
Yeah. I mean, on the topic of Nnamdi Kanu, Abi.
Oh, now that one you want to start with?
No, give me the ones where you get. Let me speak
No,
on
I won't start with the jollof rice. I know say your ex-babe that year, you get like 8 kids now for Nigeria. You see they support them. You need to step up your
who be that?
game with jollof. Food no
Jollof
cheap
rice.
again. Yeah, no cheap again. No.
Well, I know. You see, I know if you guys listen to what Obaseki said, some people look at him as a comedian, as a clown of a governor. The guy sometimes there are certain things he says. You understand that the guy knows what is going on. At least he's in government. He's a governor, so he should know what is going on. And as a former banker, he knows he has friends in the system, in the banking system, who also no doubt gives him hints on what's going on. The way Nigerian government is printing money, that helps you, or that kind of like give you an idea why the naira keeps sinking and sinking and sinking. There is hyperinflation in that country. In a span of about 7 years, this boo-boo government has crashed the naira from 180 something naira when they met it to almost 800 naira now to $1. We know that their economic policy is one of the things that strangulated that economy of that country and led to a lot of capital flights and the scarcity of dollar and the printing of more money, all combined, has led us to where we are in that country today. Number one, the capital flights in the form of investors pulling out their money out of that country because of the insecurity in that country right now. No investors want to put their money in a country whereby there's high insecurity. The areas where they invest, they're not guarantee of their returns. And all the bottleneck, the corruption and everything there is what is also making a lot of investors scared of bringing in their money. People like myself and other people who want to invest in that country, we are scared. And even the ones that already have their money there, they'll be able to manage to take out their money. And those people who have their money there, their money is hanged there. They can't even bring out that money. Like the airlines operators, like the Emirates and the rest of them, BA and the rest of them, they can't even pull out their money. They say there's no dollar for them to be paid in dollar. But these people get this money. I mean, they have this money, all the tickets and everything that were sold, and these are the money that they made. Why don't you give them that money? They know. They say there's no scarcity. I mean, there's no dollar. So how do you expect people to come and invest? When a country, yeah.
If they pay them, they give them their dollar back. Waiting article and Tinubu go to run the.
That is it. Waiting, not even Atiku and Tinubu. What about even this guy, Dangote, Bua, and the rest of them, and this MRS guy, all of them? Why would they get money to even do their whatever stupid business they're doing? See, I mean, this thing they hear feedback here. I don't know, I mean.
Yeah, I think so.
No, not me, because I mute now. You see they hear the noise.
Now fully, yeah. Go ahead, I don't mute them.
So for me, I just look and say, why would jollof rice not go high? Remember back then, even with 500 naira, 200 naira, you can cook jollof rice when we were there back then. Even that back then, people would tell us, say, things don't spoil. The 500 naira, they cook jollof rice. In our day, with 20 naira, you can cook jollof rice. Like the things just get worse and worse in that country. So the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that Buhari has sank that country. Is mental incapacity, mentally. I know somebody was trying to analyze the other day here, say maybe because he has some preconceived ideas before he got in there. His ethnic bigotry is what led us to where we are. Well, maybe that is another contributing factor, but it's all in the mix. Because somebody, I remember, was it Kulata, was trying to box into a corner and say the reason why we find ourselves where we are is because of Buhari's doing. It was an ethnic bigot blah blah, and then it's not focused on the economy. It's focused on the ethnicity. Well, it could be, but so let me say, Tinubu will come there. In his own area of strength will be economy. I mean, don't give me that crap. I mean, we can spin things around in any way we want to spin it. But the point is, when somebody is not mentally capable, is fragile, is frail, health-wise, is susceptible to manipulation. Who even know what is going on when they even go to that? Because that is a matter of national security. That your president will go to a foreign nation, even though we know that Britain is not an adversary to Nigeria, but we know being in a foreign land, you're susceptible to many things. It could be some other enemy nations. It could be our other enemy nations. They could just go there and just inject the guy with. I mean, all this kind of a thing. So it's a matter of national. I don't know how we have leaders who don't even understand what leadership is all about. Their own kind of leadership is all about how to make name for themselves within that space called Nigeria. Even Tinubu, I don't even know when they talk about it, they champion him like as if, I mean, Tinubu, I know Tinubu of those years, it could be an international guy who is more exposed, but not of Tinubu of today. I know some of you will wonder, say, how did I get to Tinubu? Yeah, I will get to Tinubu, you know me very well. So my point is this. The economy of that country, if we don't get somebody who has his mental capacity all together, who is not under the influence of anything. I mean, these guys, we call them our leaders, they will put them on some high dose of some kind of medication just to prop them up. And under that influence of those kind of medication, they could not, but you see, it's time we need to start thinking in that country. I think the reason why Nigerians do not understand all this thing is because for many years, they've conditioned our people's mind there not to think out. Because how will some people even know that it's a matter of national security when your leader goes abroad to get medical care? When Nigeria has the best doctors in the world, other countries like United States, Canada, Britain, they're taking our medical personnel to go abroad. We have the best. All we just need is equip these guys, give them the medical equipment that they need, and they will transform that country. But so my point is this, you see, it's all in the mix. The printing of the money that this guy talked about, Obaseki, so much printing of money and everything, and the dollarization of the economy in some ways, whereby every investor now has to depend on that dollar, and the dollar is scarce because people like Tinubu, Dangote, Atiku, and the rest of them, they mop up the dollars. Dollar services they're supposed to give to the real people that need it. Yeah.
Man, on that Tinubu and the dollar of it, with this cost of food and everything going up like crazy, it's not. Do you now believe that the game is between the highest bidder, between these two people? Because are be hungry more and more. There's more reason to need the money, however how small, whatever it is, they will take up just to.
That is what we're saying, Ovi and everybody that's listening. You see, they deliberately put Nigerians in this situation or situations so that, number one, we always depend on them. They will always make us their puppets. They will be able to manipulate us. Like, okay, here, like just like you want to bring a dog closer. You throw him a bone and you tie something to it. As they give him the bone, you drum until he just come closer to you. That is how we Nigerians are to these politicians. They throw us a bone that is already has a rope tied to it. So they will manipulate us that way. And another 5 years again from now, again, they will manipulate us again. So, and this is how they call it. It's spiral, a circle that we need to break. If we don't break it, this is how we're going to be, and our children will come and make the same thing. Their children also will enslave our children. I mean, not my own children, maybe not your own children too, but I mean, some other people who are not fortunate, perhaps. So my point is this.
It's a fact. Oh, yeah. I said, what you are saying is a fact.
So that is it. So the point is we need to break this yoke. We need to break this circle. from those leaders. We need a paradigm shift. I'm not saying Obi is going to be totally that paradigm shift. Why I'm always talking about him in some instances is that I see him as not part of the real main old guard, even though he has served in their governments in some ways when he was a governor, and when he was with Jonathan, maybe he was an advisor, but he didn't really play an active role in the PDP. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to make him look like he's a saint, but I see him as
it was an economy advisor to Goodluck. He also many positions in Goodluck administration, as in appointment, advisory position, another.
It could be advisory, but it's not. Well, you can say that, but what I'm just trying to say is that compared to Atiku, compared to Tinubu, who have been active, Atiku was a vice president. He has been contesting since the 90s, and Tinubu too has been there since the 90s. I know himself. I would not say maybe himself was there since the 90s too, but what I'm trying to say is that not at the level of where Tinubu and Atiku has played, the role they played in that country. He has never been the godfather, dictating who becomes, who succeeds him, who does not succeed him. He doesn't do that. He doesn't have a state under his control. And I'm sure he doesn't have maybe.
As a governor, you should be apportioning, as a governor of a state, you should be apportioning the blame of whatever you want to blame to the government of the day or the past. If you say the government mess up the country, that trickle down to the governors too. Abi?
Yeah, you see, that is also debatable too, over here. But I don't want to go into that much. I know it's very.
Why I talk like that? They are taking credit for Nnamdi do this. I do this during my tenure. So if you can take credit for the little things you do, you also take credit for the bigger picture.
You see, I know Obi is a hard sell for even for me. I mean, it's a hard sell for some of us who kind of like still gravitate towards him. It's a hard sell because of the association he has had in the past, and even his reluctance to even denounce some of them, to outrightly speak of them as the enemy of the people that he wants to serve. He's trying to play like a safe ground, be a friend to these old guards, and also still want to be friend to the masses. But what I see him as maybe not a trailblazer, but a person that will probably, from him, we can have that paradigm shift to a new set of leaders. Because if he could get in there, because Jonathan would have been that, not because we brought in this idiot. He said.
That's what I'm now. Let's interrogate that place where you know how this government is run, with people like Obasanjo and co forcefully pushing this guy. If they eventually win, don't you two now then go run the government from behind?
I suspect that too. Yeah, I suspect that might happen. Yeah, because of the kind of person I know him to be. He looks to me like somebody who cannot hold his own. I just hope he can. But I don't think he's that kind of person who can hold his own, because going by his temperament and the way he speaks and the way he has been pandering to these guys, going to see them, I don't know. Maybe he's just doing that just so that he could get that support. But when he gets there, he could show them the real color, the real person that he is. And sometimes he talks like if he's.
Then they could make the country or governable for him.
That is it. That's another thing.
Please, this is Brownberry. Can I quickly just comment, please?
Okay.
OVA, you said Obasanjo and Babangida, they will be running things. I mean, what do Obasanjo and Babangida, what do they need? And secondly, I don't know how most of us look at Obi, because he's quite. I mean, because you think he cannot assert his position. I mean, look at what he did, bro. We should know what happened, how Anambra was before he came in. Anambra was like a war zone. This is not a joke, And this man came in quietly was doing it, and he did it right.
Wait, Brownberry. So you believe that if Obi become president now, nobody will have any effect on it. He go burn all those men. Let me use that word. He go free all those guys.
Okay. Tell me what you feel. Say Obasanjo go tell us, say do this thing. Tell me.
What's be their interest before? What's that they do before now?
I don't know. Now know what they do before now. Me, I don't know. You just tell me. Tell me what they do before
So,
now.
Paul, the way you just come out boldly, say no,
No,
you know, go
yes,
me.
okay, that's what. Okay, you know what? You just answer me. Tell me what they do before now. How they control this the past government. You just tell
So
me.
let me answer
now.
this guy. Let me answer this guy. Let me answer this guy.
Okay.
Now we're talking about. Do you know how much of the oil has been stolen from Niger Delta?
We are correct. I know. We know a
Cool.
lot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know that. Hold on. You know that the people who are behind this are top military generals in the army.
Some of them are politicians as well.
Yeah, they are politicians as well.
Yeah.
So they all work together.
Yes.
Now imagine now you want to totally trying to block that from them, take that away from them, or make it almost impossible for them to steal that crude oil or have access to it. The former Attorney General of the Federation, that is an Attorney General of the Federation, is Adoke.
Yeah.
Adoke. Do you know how much of the money that was discovered? This is the Malabu money, the oil money that they stole, that was never accounted for. Now you see, this is just a tip of the iceberg. There's so many things. People like Dangote now, you want to free up the economy. You want to make it more competitive. You want to give license to other people, other individuals. You don't want it to be like, okay, only Northerners can have that license to import this, because look at the two major importers in that country when it comes to those sector, Boa and this guy. I mean, you want to block, you want to open those things up, you want to free it up, liberalize the economy.
Rational mind, just
wait, before you
keep going.
Let me add to rational mind so you can answer
what
everything.
they are going to do.
Cranberry. Let me add to it so you can answer everything. Just to what rational mind say, how you want to and how you want to do. Now, this man say there's vast land in the north when he will turn to factory, Abi. Those are one of his promises. Now, the question where I ask, the same people who thought say they won't call real cow for your land, you say no. How you want to convince them when they free their land for you to do all that way you want to do?
You are going a separate way now. What I ask is different. You are rational mind. You are not giving me.
Now them they
you
control.
Told me that
the part of the control they tell you
hold on now. So hold on. I mean, this is not the first time we've seen these men supporting candidates. You know, we don't know how much did they control this current president. How much have they controlled? How much did they control? Hold on now. How much did they control GEJ? So all these things that we have in our head that when you get there they just be controlling you. I think we should stop that. And secondly, the fact that we keep saying that. Let me tell you one thing. When you are contesting for anything, both witches and wizards, criminals and all, have to be your friends, because the reason is you just want to get there first. You say, I will just destroy this, I will kill this, I will kill that. Nobody's gonna vote for you. You have to act like a snake, to get into where you are going to. Then when you get there, they start doing what you want to do. For you to say, no, these people, no, I don't want to go near Wiki. I don't want to go near Abasanjo. I don't want to go near, and you say, they are all evil. They are all. So what are we talking about? You people don't want him to go close to anybody.
Hold on, Bramberry. You don't be specific. They can't go wide now. How do you think?
Because you couldn't give me the answer.
Listen. I'll ask you a question. How do you think at that level these people they get each other's support? How do you think that they do it?
How do I think they get each other's support?
Yes.
I don't understand. Just how are you talking about how Obi was able to get Obasanjo's support?
Yes. And all this, anybody that you want at that level, I use that level because these guys get followers, they are big names. That's the reason why we refer to them, because they get people where they listen to them. That's the idea when we say control, because they have vast millions of Nigerians who either feed from them directly or indirectly, who listen to them, right? Now, listen. Let me land my question. Let me land my question now before I go. Let me land my question. So, how he go take? My question was, do you understand how they support each other? Now, give and take. I'm not going to just come where my brother they roll you up and now they tell people buy you just because you be a nice person. No. How do you protect my interests? And those interests are some of what Rational Man is talking about. The oil wells and other businesses that make the nation run. These people's own and control.
Let me just kill that oil for now, okay? When it comes to the oil theft, let me just kill it now. Let me tell you something. Oil theft is going to die after Buhari. I'm going to tell you this. Buhari knows when Buhari came to power, they knew before they came to power that this is going on. And when they got there, they started it. They started doing it. They had their own
oil
people.
theft has been going on since the first day they discovered oil in Nigeria.
But
it's not going to stop. Don't deceive ourselves. It's not going to stop after Buhari. We're going to argue that one. It's not going to stop. Is it going to reduce? That is debatable. But stop, no.
Okay, but it's going to reduce. It's going to reduce or stop.
That's not
I can say stop because Nigeria can defend. We can defend our territory. We can protect this place if we want to. Okay, the reason why it hasn't stopped is just that the leaders don't want to stop it. Okay,
that is the question now. Who they are. So how do you stop this leader? Who are these men that we are talking about? Because that is their interest. How do you? Because for them to follow you, you have to agree to protect those interests. That is right now. So how do you do that?
So I'm going to ask you a question, Ovie. If you become the president today and you were supported by Obasanjo, and these people that you think are the Kaba, whatever you call them, and you are supported by them, and you get there, this is a simple question. Are you going to be doing their bidding? Be honest with me.
Yes, because I want to live.
You want to live? You want to live as in how? You want to live life? I don't know.
I don't want to die.
You're a president. You are scared. Come on, man.
This is that's why I should say at that level, do you know what is at stake? Now make me ask you that question. So what's deliberate? So it's very easy for all those guys to come promise.
Then go derail his government for him.
So forgetting it's just more to that level than when me and you this year. That's why I say
you see why I keep saying that somebody like Showore can never be president if he doesn't play a little bit of evil to achieve this good that he wants to. You see, the thing is this: the Nigerian masses are not unified. That is why it's going to be very, very difficult for Showore to be a president in that country.
So
now, the point I'm trying to make is this:
to be president in that country. If that country was just if the country was a southern country only, I would say it would be easier.
Let's not go off point here. Let's not go off. We argue sometimes. We argue off point. Let us face what we're talking about. Yes, you're right. If we're to be only southerner, it's possible. Probably very likely will become president. That's why I said when you have a masses that is divided. Like, for example, in the North, they have their own idea of who their leader should be. In the South, we have our own idea of who our leaders is to be. Now, in the middle of it now, we have those politicians, corrupt politicians, who have succeeded in dividing these masses into these 2 or 3 groups. Now, how do someone like Showore comes in? He has to pander to each and every one of these sects, each and every one of groups. The group of the Northerners, the group of the Southerners, the group of the owners of the Nigerian. He needs to play a little bit of game with them. If he doesn't play game, he will never be president. Mark my word. That's why I keep saying to him that I know I've said it to him that you need to play a little bit of evil. You need to do a little bit of evil to achieve that good. Some people say no, you lie. You want him to go and join Mbappe. You say, look, the thing is, he will never if he doesn't.
You know why you no go on use your advice now. You take it. You know
I know.
Age still there inside. Leave and make it on the approach 60, 70. This thing where
I don't see him changing his position because I think he's a man of I respect his principle. That's how it's supposed to be. A leader should be principled.
Rational mind. Let this man be 70 first. You will see the world different. You will see
even that. I'm sure he could not retire. He could not answer. He could not give up on Nigeria. That's what I think. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy, but the point is, in the Nigerian context, you will need to do evil. That's why I see Obi Matter. I know they like find fault with him or flaw him in any way or criticize him much on that, because the Nigerian politics, you would need to do evil, if not little evil or much evil, to achieve good. If you want to achieve that good, it's not like for Obina to achieve. I mean, to fully implement that good that he has in his heart or in his mind. But you need to do some evil in the sense that You need to pander to these groups of people. Tell them what they want here, serenade them, befriend them, make them like if they are a friend. That is those people who are on the other side. Like the Northerners who think they have their own idea of who their leader should be. Do not castigate their leaders. Do not criticize their leaders. Do not say you're going to stay. You're going to make a state police, or you're going to the Ruga. You will stop the Aruga or whatever. Just make it look as if you're going to do all these things for them. But when you get there, do whatever you want to do. But another thing again is when you now get there, that's another ball game again. Will they allow you to do it? That is why I said that. I've said it on one man platform, on another platform. I've looked at this situation in Nigeria. We're going nowhere in that country. As long as we have this divided masses, divided people, we have divided leaders, we will never move forward in that country. We'll always come back here 10 years, 15 years from now, if one man still get this show, we'll be complaining about the same issue. So you see, I see it's so bleak to me. I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel for us. Because even if Obi or Showore gets there, any of them even manage to get there, it has to contend with some powerful forces. If these forces, if he tries to contend with them, they will derail their government for them. But I just hope they're able to do it without having to, I just hope they're able to do it. So don't get me wrong. I'm not a naysayer, I'm not a doomsayer, but it's just what I've seen, what I've read in the politics in that country. So going back to what we're talking about over here, jollof rice could increase because the rice in itself, in the first instance, in the first place, it's about 30,000 naira a bag. Isn't it 32,000 naira a bag of rice now?
I think
in Nigeria.
He said it's 40 now. It's 40 this month.
24.
40,000.
Oh my goodness, 40,000. Not even your, not even a salary of a worker, of a civil servant worker.
Not a minimum wage.
Not even minimum wage can buy it. What are we talking about here? When Buhari, they print money, and if they give Dangote and some few of his minion, cronies, they give them only access to dollars. And those will kind of go back again, go to exchange the money. They sell them to us at a higher premium or higher price. What are we talking about? Look at the corruption we're talking about here. Emefiele needs to go to jail. That guy, he needs to go to jail. He needs to face a tribunal. He needs to face a special tribunal.
Actually, sorry, rational mind. That name you mentioned now. So, how sophisticated, which kind of connection, who that guy be when they live on for there for 2 administration? That guy is going over. He don't spend more than 10 years. It never happened before. It must be very special. So I don't think he go there in future.
I think besides this northern guy that was there, what's his name?
Good luck bring and come.
Good luck. Yeah. Well, I'm saying there was this former governor, CBN governor we had back in the 80s. What's his name? I think it was one of the longest serving. I think maybe it should be the second longest serving CBN governor. Besides something, is it Ahmed, something like that? What's his name?
Lukman
Ahmed.
Something Lukman, yeah.
I don't know. Lukman should be OPEC now. Maybe OPEC second. I don't know of that. But let me not go. So anyway, but my point is just this. I don't know what Emefiele is still doing there. I don't know if you guys heard about. He wants to acquire Bank PHB. Is it Bank PHB?
Yeah.
He wanted to acquire it himself for himself. He wanted to turn into his own bank after he leaves CBN. I don't know. So that guy should be facing a special court.
You know why? Again, now I think I heard it somewhere. Somebody was saying it. Somebody who know how the CBN did that the money where the uniform money, that is, say for America they give them to hedge fund. This is like the school division money, blah blah. So the uniform guys that are studying for police, military, all the uniform Nigeria. So all their salaries now First Bank that they keep on before. So I think Emefiele was able to do magic, navigate to make sure they pull out the money, set up their own bank.
Oh, okay.
So you understand that now. So
yeah,
their own bank, they manage their own fund. So why am I saying this? The guy, he gets.
He's a corrupt guy. He's a corrupt guy. He's very corrupt. That guy is very corrupt. In fact, I know very well that guy is very corrupt. That is why Buhari and his Daura brother, whatever. What's his name? Mamon Dara, all of them. And I know that's why they keep him there. They know what they are doing. They keep him there just to cover their ass. Because that guy has a lot of, I mean, he has a lot of secret about Bubu and his cabals. So, and then himself too has been roped into it.
And APC continue. That's
So now the question now is, why do we want APC back? Why do we want Tinubu back?
Well,
Tinubu was the one of the. Is that?
If you say rice go continue to go up, we are likely to see.
Brother, is it not crazy?
We are likely
this is the same Bubu. Well, but this is the same Bubu that this is girlfriend. When they call her that girlfriend woman, when they were London before, maybe one of in aid. This is Igbo woman. Uchi, I be waiting me that name. We go take one video where they just say Baba is doing very well. When they show one rice pyramid somewhere in Abuja. Now where those rice go? Where rice they cost 40,000 naira per now? At least
rational mind.
Yeah.
You see what I said? I told you when I was speaking. I said you cannot change a pig, even I told you put a lipstick on them. This is referring to APC. There's nothing changing. You know, you can't change a pig. Even with a lipstick, a pig is still going to be a pig. So I just want to make that comment in reference to APC and the comment you just made. Thank you.
So these are the things, I don't know. It's like we Nigerians, especially some of us Nigerians back home, it's like we have amnesia. We easily forget things, easily. We don't remember things. And then we just act out whatever. I don't just know what is wrong. Maybe there's one kind of demon where these politicians, they used to control Nigerian people, their mind. They just forget all these things. And then they just go and vote to their own debts. I mean, to their own, I mean, how do I put it? I'm even groping for a word right now. So what I'm just trying to say is, what happens to that right pyramid that we saw, that what's that woman's name, that was nominated for as one of the directors in INEC. I don't forget her name, self. Yeah, some of our listeners they know her.
From is this from Delta?
Yeah, but I think she's a Delta Igbo woman like that. So she go show us say Baba is working. There's rice everywhere. Look at it. Baba is doing very well. Nobody's say, I mean, like, and then rice is 40,000 naira now. What are we talking about? You can't even use 15,000 naira to cook a rice for a family of 6. I mean, what is going on? Before, I mean, back in 20, I mean, until recently I went back, at least in when Buhari was there, when he came in 2015, I was on ground in Nigeria. I spent some months there. I know we cooked then. We can cook. I mean, we can cook with like even with 2,000 naira, I go cook. We go feed about 7 people with rice. I mean, jollof rice.
Yeah. Try random. Make a move on to. I think I have.
So yeah. So in conclusion, for me, I just think this is we're in deep mess.
Loretta Anoche, that's the guy.
Yeah, Loretta Anoche. Yeah, we're in deep mess. We're in deep mess. And just to say this, Ovie, I don't know, maybe one man will discuss that later. I don't know. Maybe already people would have that discussion because I was busy yesterday. This Dele Momodu and what's his name?
Oh, and
Ikeyamo, they are fights. you need to understand. And there's some things I've said here on this platform that I think the Dele Momodu brought up, even during this interview with Seun Okebaloye. I've said it on this platform that Tinubu is not you just see him as a team player. He's an emperor of his own. This was a guy who had, I've said it on this platform, who have changed deputies many times. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's Tinubu of that time because of he was younger. Yeah. Now that he has, I don't know, mentally, I don't know if he's still there like he was, which I doubt if he's still. Maybe you have that strength to be able to fire and hire anybody as he likes. Even his deputy Shetima should be ready for him to be removed anytime, because that guy, if you do anyhow around him, he could just remove you as his deputy. I don't know, but let's see. But is that the kind of politics we want to be seeing playing out in national scene? Give out.
I think that's a good. If one man didn't bring it up, later today.
Okay. So let me I just run up there. Thank you. Ovie.
All right, Rational Man. Thank you very much. And yes, that's a good suggestion for that Keyamo and Dele Momodu going back and forth. Thank you, man. Rational mind. See you later. Tiger, you say make I let you go because you want to leave. Go ahead, but please. I mean, sorry, we have done. I think we're just like 5 minutes, but I will see if I can extend the time a little bit. So, but make it short so that I will see if I can go around everybody. I mean, Brown has spoken. No fighting, no Brown. Nigerian engineer. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for letting me in, but
Sorry,
I've been waiting for my turn.
All right.
I've been waiting for my turn. Okay, go
Yes,
on.
yes. Before you go in, Taga, again for our supporters, thank you, Mr. Lati Oluwa Boyega. I hope I get your name wrong. Forgive me if I get it wrong. And Jafar and every other one who has utilized the buy a coffee. Thank you very much. And every other one, guys who are still patiently watching us at home. I hope we are not boring you guys to death, but if we do, I no get choice. Stick with us. And the guys in the comment section, kudos. Yeah, let's go, Tiger.
Yes. Which topic do you want me to go on first?
Actually, I think we have just two discussing today. I will allow you to go with one because of time, so everybody can talk. So we are basically talking about the economy, which we use jollof rice as a symbol here. Jollof rice is becoming more expensive by the month. So the idea is that means the economy is going down and down and down. So what is the effect in the coming election? Is this a good thing because people like Tunubu and Atiku, they get plenty dollars to throw around. This is a good news to them. It is not a good news to people like Obi when they give money. But and again, if Rowdy is busy enough, it's also a good idea because Nigeria will be getting poorer and poorer. I hope they will come together because of that. What do you think about that? Or Nnamdi Kanu, they don't give him 500 million. I mean, I see the hustle.
Okay, let's go on Nnamdi Kanu first.
You have only one.
Yeah, but I'll not go full scale. I will not go full scale. I'll just touch here and there. Is that okay? Yeah. I was listening to San Diego, and the money it cannot compensate for the loss of lives. 21 people, 28 people that were killed, and those who were wounded, and he lost his parents as well. And there's no amount of money that can compensate for that. However, Nigerian governments are very notorious for not paying penny, even though after they've been defeated in a court of law, they don't pay it. Some Nigerians have won cases against the Nigerian government for many years now. They haven't paid them. So I don't think the Nigerian government will pay this money, irrespective. They would drag it on for over 20, 30 years. If they are the same set of people, mindset in government.
Tiger, you are saying they will not release him too because it's the same pronouncement that awarded the 500 million that also said Nigeria should take Nnamdi Kanu back to Kenya, where they picked him from.
No, they might release him depending if they want to release him, or the next incoming government might release him. So let's assume Tinubu comes in, Obi comes in, Kwankwaso, let me make you happy. Kwankwaso comes in as well, and Atiku comes in. Yeah, so they will use that as a chip, to gather support, from the southeast. But the Nigerian government, they will not give, even though if they're releasing, they will not pay that money. I know how Nigerian government operates. We know how they operate. They won't pay this money. They will say they are broke. So this is a dilemma for Nnamdi Kanu. I don't think Nnamdi Kanu is particular worried about the money. I think he needs his freedom, because once he comes out, he needs to go on medical checkup, and his medical checkup. I think he would like to go abroad to assess his body medically. So I don't think he would like to stay in Nigeria. That means if the Nigerian government can give him back his passport, so it might even be better for Nigerian government to allow him to go abroad, because then he cannot operate within inside Nigeria. But calling the shot from abroad, which will not have that much effect on the outcome of the election in Nigeria. And I don't think Nnamdi Kanu coming out, we like to delve into the election thing. I think he would like to stay on the side because it's not actually his problem. If you have listened to Nnamdi Kanu podcast in the past, he doesn't believe in Nigeria election. So he wouldn't want to poke his nose inside there because whatever decision he makes, the Southeast people will hate him for it. If he delve into going against Obi, some will hate him. 50% of people might hate him. And if he goes on Biafra, starting Biafra agitation again, online again, some might think that he's distorting Obi's chance of becoming Nigerian president. So the best thing for him is to stay quiet, stay out of it, because it's not his problem. Because he doesn't believe in Nigeria. So all he wants is referendum from Biafra. So that's the best thing for him to do. But if they want to use him as a pawn, then all those support he's been getting previously, they will die down. So it's a catch-22 for him, but the best advice for him to stay on the sideline. Don't interfere, just stay mute, and that's it.
Now, what do you think? The people who are saying that if they're releasing Nnamdi Kanu, it might affect Obi movement negatively. The majority of the obedience now Nnamdi Kanu followers.
I don't think majority of obedient are Nnamdi Kanu followers. If you say sympathetic, yes, some people might be sympathetic. It doesn't mean that they actually believe in totality of what Nnamdi is after. But we have people from Edo State. They are I think Obi's strongest support outside the South is from Edo State, then River State.
From Edo State is 1 out of 10.
No, I don't think so. I think the Edos, they are the one.
No, I'm part of. I'm an Edo, and
you are Akoko Edo, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, but you are 1 out of 10. But I think if you go online and they are quite strong. Because why? I know why Edo people are pushing it. Because one, they dislike Tinubu. Edo people don't like godfatherism. It pisses them off. So they don't like. They know that if Tinubu comes in, then his godfatherism will continue. It's one of the reasons why they don't want Tinubu to come in, and you could see that in the action. So going to Nnamdi Kanu. So if Nnamdi Kanu doesn't stay on, he should stay on the sideline. You did ask about if Nnamdi Kanu coming out will influence Obi's electoral chances. Yes, in a way. If Nnamdi Kanu is released, it depends. Some supporters of Nnamdi Kanu might start to believe in one Nigeria. That's how it is. Some will take the advantage to canvass against Obi because they count Obi as one of their enemies. So it can play both ways for Obi or for no Obi. But for APC to use Nnamdi against Obi, Nnamdi do understand. And Nnamdi is a smart cookie. He's a very intelligent person. No matter he has a rash mouth, but he's very intelligent. He knows they want to use him against Obi, so he wouldn't want to go into that area. And it could be one of the reasons why they've not let him out yet. Probably they are talking to him behind the scene, but he don't want to do that.
1 more minute.
Okay, then which other topic? Let me jump to that.
The jollof rice narrative.
Okay. Yes.
Things are getting more expensive.
They are getting more expensive. But let me throw a challenge to Niger. I sent in a message saying you can't cook rice and stew better than me. I can throw that content to him anytime, any day. Yeah. So, but the government, I think, Rational Mind was talking about government printing money and quantity easing as well. So which has really affected the naira, and also the Nigerian government, they are borrowing money more than they should, and I think they are struggling to pay all the debts and all that and all the salaries. So, and it's making the pounds For example, today a pound is 850 to £1, 850 naira, which is quite alarming. The Nigerian currency, you can't trust it. You can't invest in it because one day it goes up like 20%, 30%. It is quite wrong. So Nigeria needs stability. And someone did say the incoming government, they may not have money to spend, which is true. It's true because when they go in, they will see everything. How could a snake be swallowing money and monkeys are eating money? And the money accountant general who's supposed to be in charge of money has 80 billion naira. Imagine if that man alone has 80 billion, imagine what other people have stolen. So I don't see any improvement. Any government coming in, it will be a gradual, slowly improvement, not like people are expecting because it's so bad.
Thank you, Tiger. Appreciate it.
Okay, I'll leave the space for other people to.
Yeah,
I'll stay on the side like IBB. I'll stay on the side. Okay.
Bad guy. Rational mind. Oh no, I might not speak Finnish. Talking about Tunanja. Who are Tunanja?
Yeah.
You are engineer first come. No engineer.
I'm not speaking anymore.
Who be you?
Brownberry, you say who am I?
You be the last person will come now. You just use
really? Okay, all right. I'm still here. All right.
Yeah, I know. I see you there. But yeah, I'll get to you. I'll go to our Minister of Defense, incoming Minister of Defense. And that will be.
Seriously. Yeah, you know, man, Ovie and one man, thank you for having me here. And
now
panel.
I give you 3 minutes. You see, 3 minutes each on each topic, and 2 because already we don't pass our mark, so that we'll figure out 3 minutes. I mean, not how many minutes you want to answer? You want to go?
I don't know. These things come with the spirit and goes. I will try to keep it short. Don't worry, I'll try to keep it short. Greetings to everyone on the panel, chat, and the viewers.
Yes, before you go, please, I beg. If none of you pocket dry, I beg. Won't I just punch like button? The more you like, the more you share, the more we get more people, the more it bigger. That's what we need. You know, it's not be saying that let's say by ourselves, not be saying that me like that. Now, if I need people to like me, I'll go Walmart, go sit down for the front or Costco. People will just greet me. But let's go there.
About cost of living, basically, is that not what the jollof rice thing is about?
Yeah, first of all, how far did you? Is it true that you don't know how to cook?
I think I don't. I know how to cook stew and rice. Yeah, I think he's very confident. Maybe he will beat me on that one. He's very confident. Regarding this cost of living problem, I think every part of the world is experiencing it because of this stupid war in Ukraine, and you know, and this is and Nigerians, as if we have not suffered enough, and now we are getting hit with another one again. So it's not something that, you know, I think Nigerians should be able to weather it because we have seen hard times and we've been seeing it for how long now. We'll be able to weather it. The important thing is that we keep our head in the next for the next election. And the other day, you know, I said something about how you can hold your people accountable. I have said one of the ways is through these presidential powers that they have. Because if you make demand of them, then you can make a demand that targets their presidential power. So that the moment they get into office, they can sign it into law. They have the power to do it overnight. And the US presidents do it, you know, they have presidential powers. So I think Nigerians need to keep their head cool and find, you know, come up with something that they can do. NLC, ASU, all of them. All these problems we have, if these people were smart, there are ways to get around it. And I think Ovie, you were saying something about, you know, how do we get, you know, deal with these people? I think there are ways to do it without resorting to some drastic measures. because things I've seen countries change. Look at Burkina Faso that had, the other day I was yabbing Burkina Faso that they had 6,000 soldiers for 20 something million people.
Yeah.
And but now, just today, because that they removed the useless government that they had before, the government is recruiting 50,000. It tells you what is possible. When our leaders want to do the right thing, they know what is possible. When I keep saying that our leaders are refusing to do the right thing, people are saying, "Oh, it's unrealistic." No, there's no reason why Nigeria should have more than 1 million soldiers. There's no reason. Has got 22 million people and they are recruiting 50,000.
That's why I don't recommend you to be as an incoming minister.
I know you don't want us to prolong this thing. This
Right.
Burkina Faso army you're talking about, how well trained professionals are they? They added 15,000. How?
See,
it's not just about
mind.
The
mind is the army.
Listen, my friend. Let me say this to you. It's not just about increment. I mean, it's good to increase the number of boots on ground, but how well trained? Example, look at what is going on in Ukraine. I mean, in Russia. Russia that would think that they have the best army after the United States. Now look at what it is. They're trying to draft in their civilians into increase the boots on ground. But look at how they are failing. They can't even shoot. They can't even carry their their AK-49, whatever guns that they use to fight the Ukrainians. So it's not just about like Abado might said that he will give them a gift, feed them, increase 50,000. I mean 50 million or whatever he talks about. No, it's not about just increasing. It's a good thing if you increase, but the thing is, once you already have, how professionally trained, how well trained are they? That's the question. So Burkina Faso going that route for me is not a solution to their problem. I just don't want us to open that area because I'm an expert in Burkina Faso politics. But maybe later we'll have to discuss that.
I can tell you that even the experts, let me tell you what the experts say their commanders' ability to consistently devise effective tactical strategies can be pivotal. But one of the most fundamental measures of a country's military strength is the number of soldiers it can deploy. You see, what you don't understand is that people have eyes. they can shoot gun, even if it's a pistol. And what happens is that when you have a larger military, when there is a problem somewhere, it becomes a trap for your enemies, because over time, the bigger gang will be coming back to the bigger military will win that struggle. You see what's happening. But when you have, and by the time you get there, they are gone. That's the whole purpose of fighting a terrorist, is to pin them down so that the others come and finish the job. But if you don't have the others to come and back you up, you are going to fail. And that is why the numbers matter. Even the Americans that have 2 million soldiers are still not able to secure even Iraq or this in Afghanistan, not to mention. Our problem is going to get worse. We think this is how bad it's going to get. It's going to get worse if we don't fix it. Burkina Faso, can you believe some parts of Burkina Faso from the government by jihadists? They were fighting them, and they lost about 10 soldiers and 18 jihadists died and 50 wounded. Because of that, now the government has triggered this government, because this government actually looks like they want to tackle the issue. Boom, one day, 50,000. Let's get 50,000 people into the military and train them, because you can train them up. There are a lot of brave men in our countries. Why is it that Ukraine, do you know how many soldiers they have? Ukraine is up to upwards of 1 million soldiers. That's what they have, and they are smaller than Nigeria. Ukraine is about 4 times smaller than Nigeria in terms of population. So this is what we are talking about here. I'm not asking for like, oh, let's be the strongest military in the world. Let's just keep order within our territory, take care of our people, take care of our families, our lands, be able to protect our crude oil, for crying out loud. We are hiring Tompolo to do the job for us. These type of things that's why you see the government don't seem to have even power to arrest a lawbreaker. Clearly, some people will get upset. We all know Kanu, if he was in the UK, he would be in jail. We know that he did things. The federal government did things, and they are paying their own price now. I don't understand how a federal government cannot be able to rendition somebody. They should have their power to do that. And if they don't have the power, they better start getting it. Because all the other countries do have them. America has them, the UK has them, France has them. All of them have ability to do all kinds of crazy stuff that they can do. How do you think all these jihadis end up in Africa? We keep tying our hand behind our back because it's about our tribe. Or because, oh, Kanu didn't do anything wrong because...
Are you saying the renditioning is right?
Agreed.
Is that what you're saying?
Pardon?
Are you saying the renditioning is right? Is a
of
good
course,
thing to do?
See, if somebody is threatening your national security, you're going to leave them to remain there. They didn't even kill him. In Russia, they will kill you. In the case of Russia, in the case of the United States, they will just kill you in enemy territory so that you don't come back home at all. Americans kill American citizens overseas. They don't even bother. Then the ones that they want to capture them and take them to Black Site or Guantanamo Bay, all those places. We all know these truths. Why do we set a different standard for a country that is even more stressed than all these European countries and Western countries? We are far more stressed. We should be more paranoid than they are. We can't say, okay, we expect one Nigerian soldier to defend 2,000 citizens. We expect Nigerian government to obey the law more than even American government do. You want to kill the country? We want to kill our country. If we have to take our out of these things. Personally, I'm suffering right now from the federal government's rules on some things that you are not allowed to bring into the country. I suffer a lot from the federal government. If you have a generator, you can't even get petrol to power your generator in Nigeria. We suffer all the time. I know that. But we have to set our own feelings aside and think about the greater good for our country. The country, you can't have people going around threatening to kill the president.
You're talking this way, and you said, fine, if this guy's a terrorist, why didn't they successfully prosecute him the first time before they tried killing him? Why didn't they do that?
We see, I don't know what happened that day.
Listen, my friend. Do they really even have a case against this guy?
What? I have a case against him.
Did they really have a case against Kanu in the first instance?
See, we have all had Kanu say terrible things.
But
We've had
Kanu.
I've seen Kanu in front of a militia. I've seen in front of a militia.
Bring it to the court of law and present it before the judge and have him prosecuted for that and have him jailed or whatever the decision, the judgment is. Let them do that. Why go through all this?
I agree with you on that, but that is exactly what is happening now, though. All this acquittal that they are giving, and this is another thing. All the people, all these supporters should be aware of. All this acquittal of compensation they are talking about is strictly. Don't make the mistake. It's strictly based on that rendition. They discharged him before was because the federal government refused to tell them how they renditioned him. The reason why they are giving him this compensation is because of renditioning. It's not the people that were killed. It's not because the accusation they accused him of he was innocent of it. None of that. So let's not get it twisted here. This is all about rendition.
You said big countries do it. Countries like America and rest, they do that. Does that make it right?
Yes.
Does that make it right?
If it's for national security, you have to decide what. If Osama bin Laden wants to target your country, you're going to see get killed. Do you know how many police officers have died, or INEC officials that have been killed in the East because of the instability that?
So is Kanu responsible for that? Is Kanu responsible for that?
It's the militia that they are in charge of in the East that are doing it, isn't it? Is it not the militia that is doing all those things?
But is Kanu responsible for that?
Of course, rational man.
He is the head. He is the leader. He is the leader.
And bring it then. Bring the evidence. Listen. We can talk here. Bring the evidence to the court of law and present it before the judge, and then have him prosecuted for that.
The evidence is public. Even Twitter has to take his comments down.
No.
Let's not get it confused. Let's not make too much noise.
What you can prove in the court of law is what matters.
Hold on. Okay, the Twitter take his comment. The Twitter take Kanu's comment down. Can you answer that?
I don't know of that. I know
Twitter had to take many of Kanu's comments down.
Okay, but then
the reason why they did that is because they know well it breaches a lot of rules.
Provide that as evidence in the court of law, and stop all the shenanigans. They're trying to kill him.
Yeah, no, they're not trying to kill him. They brought him all the way from Kenya to Nigeria. You see, this is a rational thing. If they wanted to kill him, they would have killed him in Kenya or on the way back.
Let them do that. But
why would they do that? That's not their intention.
Well, that wasn't their intention when they went to his house the first time and trying to kill him. That wasn't their intention.
Then maybe you should ask yourself whether they actually wanted to kill him. You should ask yourself that.
You
they
got
could
2
have
minutes.
killed him long time ago.
Okay, all right. Let this guy continue. Because
you
I
got 2 minutes
about this guy, and he's not saying.
No, I
you
like
got 2
to
minutes.
be rational about things. Yeah, thank you. Because if I wanted to do somebody harm and I have a chance to do their harm in a foreign land and I bring them back home and people are still accusing me of trying to kill that person, is that rational? That is not rational. The Nigerian government had 1,000 chances to do away with Nnamdi Kanu, and nobody will be none the wiser. Nobody will know who did it. But they brought him here alive, and yet, see, how are you going to Kenya? Somebody just appears from nowhere and drops him.
Because rational mind, that was in collaboration with Kenyan government people, so they know. So don't say they would not know. They would know.
The Kenyan government will look the other way. I can tell
you. They will not. Sorry to interject. They will not. They will not, because let me tell you. Let me give you one example. Right, I think Kanu details was shared by the British intelligentsia community, right, to the Nigerian government or to the Kenyan government, right? So they know all these things. Whatever we are saying now, they are eardropping. They hear everything we say, so they know. So because they are the one controlling the satellite that is up in the air, so they can hear everything we are saying. If they want to track you, they know. And I think the British intelligentsia too has been monitoring Kanu, but they have no legal standing to arrest him or take him or charge him to court. So these things are done in collaboration, but they never expected the Nigerian government the way they thought if they get Kanu, they will take him to court, then the Nigerian government will be able to prove their case beyond reasonable doubt. See, it's not about what you hear or what
how
you see.
Everything you've just said doesn't make sense.
It makes sense.
It doesn't add up.
No, rational mind.
Let me dissect what you just said. You said the British government collaborated with the government to carry out
British intelligentsia. They know about it.
It's the government. If it's in the intelligence, it's the British government.
Because it's not on their soil. Because it happened not on their soil.
Now, let me finish my point. I need to clarify where you are really moving in the wrong direction. If the British government is collaborating with Nigeria to break the law that they believe should be upheld, does that even make sense? If the British government knows that the Nigerian government is going to rendition Kanu and they support it, and now they are saying that it should be tried fairly. No, that's not how it works. And when these things are done, you think Nigerians don't have to rely on foreigners to always catch this and arrest somebody. But the fact that they choose to arrest him, and they arrest him quietly, if they wanted to blow it all up, you will hear about it from Kenya. They just arrested him quietly and brought him to Nigeria safely. And when he comes to court, we all see him. He's looking good, radiant. And now, from what they say, they are giving him millions of naira. Nigeria is relatively benign compared to the UK. Julian Assange is still in prison. And his crime is even far less, because somebody gave him a document, he posted it, and he's been in prison. If you did that kind of stuff in the West, you are not going to make it. One way or the other, you are not going to make it. We all know what happened.
Julian Assange just said now. Okay, let me let you. I know this guy just hit you to. I mean, Ovi, I know it's okay. Let me just let it be.
We're putting so much time.
I like as we ended there on as Julian Assange. What of Snowden? Anyway, engineer.
Yeah. Snowden is not a Russian citizen.
So where you did? You get 5 minutes. I don't want to know.
Okay. Is it the palliative rice or our brother Andy? Which one do you want me to talk to?
Today we stay on just two topic. Yes, the jollof rice and the Nnamdi Kanu. So.
Well, greetings to you all, and greetings to people of the world. Subscribe, thumbs up, and also please do us a favor. It's time to start giving one man an Ove award. it's not that easy running a channel whereby a lot of people come out and say their feelings and catch up with what is going around the world in our country, in our lovely country, Nigeria. So let's endeavor, guys. Let's support them because it's not that easy. Life himself is not easy. They have a lot of things to do, but they choose to unite Nigerians worldwide. So it's something we need to appreciate them. It's not that easy because bringing some good information about our country and trying to find solution, things like this is well deserved, and we need to sometimes praise them and give them the cuddle. Well, let's go back to reality and Nigeria, a lovely country.
You have 2 minutes more.
Yeah, cost of living, isn't it? Rise. Well, if when it comes to rise, things will definitely go up because we are heading to Christmas. So things will go up, and we know what is happening today. It's not something we'll be saying it or discussing it all the time. When it comes to December, with the crisis that we're seeing, obviously, cost of living will go high. So if you're eating now, you have to start doing fasting. If you're a family member, you do a little bit fasting to cover up that space because rice very soon will go to 50K. And 50K is like someone's salary for the month in Nigeria. So God will help us. And let me quickly touch on Andy, our brother Nnamdi Kanu. It's quite sad that these people are still holding him. Like I said, few months back or a year ago, they would definitely hold this guy till the Buhari regime will finish and go. Any other regime that will come in, they will be the one to like, okay, let's free him or let's leave him. And it's a country whereby there is, if a Supreme Court can give go ahead, this guy should be released. This guy should be compensated. And up to date, nothing is happening. So that means something is wrong somewhere. So things like this, you don't have no option. Rather, we'll keep saying things and we'll keep discussing, we'll keep pushing. Let's see how it goes. And God intervention, let's see if they will release this guy, then for him to come back to his family and meet his family. But in terms of issue, I think earlier on I wanted to interject when my brother is talking. You know, when Rational Man was talking as well, because one of the reason they took some of his post on air then, I think is down to avoid any part two of Biafran war, because things like this, nobody wants to see that kind of genocide taking place again, you know. So one have to use their own political idea to drop so many of his. But the good thing is, it's a lesson for him to learn, because now Nnamdi Kanu would know that these are my people who have been there for me, and these are my other people who have not been there for me. So let's just keep pushing it. God will help us, and God will guide everybody. Like I said, please and please, let's do our best. Endeavor to support one man, support Ove. It's not easy, honestly. Even sitting at home doing all these things, it's not that easy. So God bless you, Ove, and God bless you, one man, and God bless you, my brothers.
See, you're a good Nigerian. You always obey the rules, follow the laws. See, now a person like you will take the place Obi if you know him win. Thank you, man. Mr. Brown.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
For the fact that you could not keep your calm, you have only 5 seconds.
I couldn't keep my calm. I did. Which one you want me to jump on first?
Carry go. You got 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll just quickly talk on the rice issue first, while it comes to Kanu's case. The rice issue is, I mean, I know. I mean, if there's any area that I will give a little credit to the Buhari administration, even though they've not done it well, they just did it like village people, try to just ramp everything up, close the borders, let's quickly, let's do it, but they didn't do it properly the way it should be done when it comes to this rice production and rice farming, but it shouldn't have, I mean, if we are producing rice, like they said now that Africa, I mean, in Africa, that we are the largest rice producers in Africa, and the rice are still expensive. If the dollars are going up, are they using this dollar to, to pay for salaries or what? I don't know how individuals come to from all the way from 8,000 in 2015 now to 40,000. So I don't really know what to say about this, because I mean, it's going to get to 50,000. I mean, they've already said it that it's going to get to 50,000. And good luck to whoever comes in after this administration, because there's a lot of work to do for whoever comes in. Not only for the for the people that will be in government. Every one of us, we have a lot of work to do, and hopefully we'll be up to the task, to educate our people the right way to go, And when it comes to the Nnamdi Kanu's case, I think one thing we should know, even if we are supporting Nnamdi Kanu like most of us are, but the area where he went wrong, we should be able to, point them out. We can't just say, "Oh, the government is wrong." No, the government is not wrong in all of this case. Even Nnamdi himself will be very, very. He will never, He has already. I think in his heart, he knows that one day Nigerian government will catch me. That will be the end of me. So if today Nnamdi Kanu is granted, if they granted him bail, because of the rendition, because the reason they are granting him bail is because of the rendition that the lawyers brought. It's not because of the case against him, because the case against him, there's no way there's no way you can get off those cases, because the evidence, they are huge. You understand? So Nnamdi Kanu should be, and he's going to be very happy if they grant him this bail. But I look at this bail as a backyard. I mean, a backward. I mean, like they are going to the back to grant him this, to release him politically, like what the elders of the Igbo elders have been asking for, that they should come to a political agreement. But I think the northern Fulani oligarchy, they are not, they don't want that. But maybe Buhari has already succumbed to the to what the Igbo leaders want. So he just say, okay, let me just let it go this way. That's what I think. Because because if you look at the evidence against him, is too witty to just let him go. But I just think Buhari just want to solve it politically. But he wants to act as if it's the court that is doing it, because I mean, we all know, even if we support him, but we know that the evidences against him are huge, and there's no country that we get hold of someone like that. I will let him go. That's what I would say. But if we are defending him, we should also be saying, I mean, the area where he also went wrong.
What area did he went wrong?
Which area he went? Which area? The areas where he did wrong.
Yeah.
Who's asking? Rational mind.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, let's be very objective. Look, rational mind. If you listen to everything that this man have said, there's so many good things he has said. I can't deny that. So many good things concerning Nigeria that he has talked about. and there are so many, divisive and hateful broadcasts that he has done, that has caused a lot of harm. Me and you here, we cannot deny it, and nobody here that can deny that. You understand? So that is those are some of the evidence, that was brought out from YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, that is on the table of these judges. But where his lawyers are coming from is the rendition, okay, but not the case against him. The case against him is not something you can just you'll be able to get out from. I mean, you and I know, we know that now. We know what has been happening in the southeast. It's not because our families are not because it hasn't happened to our family. Even there are people in the southeast that our family has been badly affected. So people have died. Let's not come and say, "Oh, he's innocent. He's innocent." No, if he comes out, he's gonna thank his God. Let's just that's all I have to say.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you for showing up, man. Hope you see you around later or come around tomorrow. Come on, what's happen? Nobody buy me coffee today. I've not drank coffee today. You guys. Let's go to second father, Abi. You're the last person, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, look at this guy. What an audacity. It's not there. All right, second father. Hey, Rational Mai, you want to say last word?
Oh, I don't think I have any much thing to say. We've all deliberated on many of the things that should have been said. All I just know is that Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is not working, and it's best we break it up. I'll leave it at that.
Thank you, man. Rational Mai. Come back to Nigeria.
Yeah, I think it doesn't. Yeah, I would be very quick. It doesn't take everybody to change a country. Even if 2% of people unite to do the right thing, the others will follow, and that is how it is. We need to increase our security, transparency, and unity, and the rest will fix itself. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. To Nigeria. Come back. Engineer is gone. Tiger in the city.
Yes, my final.
Ovaye, good afternoon, Ovaye. Good morning from wherever you are. Good evening, wherever you are. Ovie, I greet you. I salute you. You are the man of the moment.
Sarki Father.
Yeah.
Is that you? Sarki Father.
Yes.
You've been crisscross. Everybody, they give a last 2 seconds round up. I called you. Just hold on. I'll come to you last then. Just hold on. Tiger in the city. Last words. Tiger. All right, Tiger is gone.
Yes. What I want to tell people on the panel is that sometimes the law is looked at how you can prove your case beyond reasonable doubt. See, like I've always said, the law is meant to protect both the innocent people for future references. So government, sometimes you win case, you lose case. Just follow the rule of the law, because if you follow the rule of the law, you are setting good precedents and you are laying a good democratic foundation so that the government can strive, citizens can strive, people can be obedient to the law. But if the government is disobeying law that doesn't favor them, though they know it's law, other citizens we also follow suit. We not obey law. So that's why you see local government chairman, governors, ministers, they are behaving out of the law. So we should all follow the law. That's my advice.
We should all follow the law, says Tiger in the city. Thank you, bro. See you again. Mr. Brown.
Yes, my brother. For me, like I always say, we all have a lot of work to do. In our own little ways, we have a lot of work to do to continue to educate our people. Like the two guys were here yesterday talking about the influence that the Western world have on us. I mean, most of us know, but most of the children we have that the primary school student, even some people in the university don't really know. They just feel like, oh, Oibo is the best, and in fact, I will do anything to be like them. So we should start educating our people. Right from primary school, we should know we should know our enemies right from time. That we are not our enemies. Our enemies, though we have some enemies within us, but most of our enemies that does not want Africa to grow. They are not in Africa. So we should, so that when these people come to power, when these children come to power, even while we are no longer alive, they will understand what we taught them. That look, we know who our enemies are. We know who those that does not want us to prosper. So we continue to educate our people, our families, to know, where those that want African to move forward, and those that want us to remain where we are. Thank you.
Thank you, Brown. Thank you, Father. See, called you the
Yeah,
first time.
yeah.
Now I'll give
Ovie.
you second.
Ovie, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
So
I
tell me now,
just
what I will do with you? What I will do with you now? Just tell me.
no. What
Promise
is the
yourself.
what's the major issue? Because I just came in. No, I've been very busy.
Sam, you
I've been
don't know
very.
what we are talking about. You have the audacity to come late, and tomorrow you go say now big president. See, this is obedience character.
No, I've been
Eh?
very busy. I've been very busy. I've been very busy. When I say busy, I'm very busy. So I just came
So
in. When I saw that the section was on, I just came in.
we are
So
actually talking on now only two topics we get today. There's one a court in Umahia has actually asked the federal government to return Nnamdi Kanu back to Kenya, and not just that, give him pocket money to spend while he's on transit. 500 million has been awarded to him. I'm not happy. Oh, okay? I'm talking to myself. It's gone. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for chilling out with me today. It's been interesting. It's been, as usual, informative, educative, and entertaining. Sorry, Father, you are not meant to be on the show today. So try again in 2 hours time. In 2 hours time, we'll be back on air. So come back that time. I know you can. To everyone that showed support, Mr. Alexander Gomez, thank you for your support. I promise to remember that guy's name again. Boluwaga Latiti. Thank you very much for your support. Jafar Mungwodi. To everybody that joined us on the
Apologies, Ovie. It's just to acknowledge Jafar as well, who's just as ever done the buy the coffee. So the only person that has been consistent in that space has been Jafar. So he never fails to do that. Like I said, he almost treats it like a cinema ticket. And today, as ever, he's done exactly the same thing. So to acknowledge Jafar for his buy a coffee thing. Let me just flash it up because it's not a YouTube function, so it doesn't show up on the screen like a super chat would. But I do like to acknowledge it. So that's Jafar right there, and you can see the consistency all the way through. So 2 days ago there's Jafar, yesterday there's Jafar, and today there's Jafar too. So when I'm saying he treats it like a cinema ticket, that's what I mean. And if we scroll down, you see 4 days ago, there's Jafar. 3 days ago, there's Jafar. 2 days ago, Jafar. Yesterday, Jafar. And today, Jafar. So when I say he treats it like a cinema ticket, then you can see why I'm saying that. So thank you, Jafar. And all that. Back to you, V.
Yeah, Jafar acts like his principal, Kwankwaso. They know they make noise too much. They get the job done. Yeah, I'm just saying this to provoke the obedience and the bat and the article. So it's just a joke. It's not coming from her. But hey, consistency is the word there. And if you actually do your research on Kwankwaso, you know the man, his consistency since he joined politics is top notch. It's second to none. But that's a story for another day. Yes, to everyone who joined us on the comment section and the likes of George, Tunajano, I don't know who that is, Alexandra Gomez, Rendreza Akeshe, Solomon, Omoni Kaye. I hope I pronounce that well, but I should be ashamed of myself for not able to pronounce that well if I got it wrong. Yes. Anyway, thank you very much. Look forward to see you guys tomorrow. And I think Dashanama said something very interesting earlier on about Dele Momodu and Keyamu. They are going back and forth. I think we need to pay attention to for many reasons. Dele Momodu is a journalist. He's been part of the struggle. He's saying things. One would say it's speaking from too much, but again, Kayamu too himself don't play in own parts. We know him based on when he did with us, but now he did the other side. So if Wama didn't talk about it, maybe we were going to explore that. We will explore that space tomorrow. For that, I say thank you, and I'll see you guys later. Don't forget, don't take it too hard. It's our politics.